The three-time champ in 5 sets, 4-6, 4-6, 6-3, 7-5, 7-5. Temperatures reaching over 90 degrees again. Men's bracket wide open with Djokovic and Jannik Sinner both out. Carlos Alcaraz not participating in the tournament due to injury. In the NBA, the Magic are hiring Spurs assistant Sean Sweeney. The two sides finalizing a deal is spent this season as San Antonio's lead assistant will replace Jamal Mosley. Sweeney running San Antonio's defense this year, guiding an improvement from 25th to 3rd in the NBA's defensive efficiency rankings. Will stay with San Antonio through the remainder of the season. Game 7 of the Western Conference Final tomorrow night. Knicks waiting on the winner. Center Mitchell Robinson planning to play in Game 1 after having surgery on his broken right pinky finger.
Hey, it's your resident Super Bowl champ Chris Candy coming up Monday from the NBA to the NHL and everything else in between. I'll react to it all in my upon further review at 7 a.m. Eastern. It's Unsportsmanlike weekday mornings at 6 right here on ESPN Radio, ESPN2, and ESPNU.
Matt Moscona.
I'm very important.
After further review.
Say it one more time.
After further review with Matt Moscona.
And here we go.
Live from the Raising Cane studio.
Let's ride!
And off we go. Welcome aboard. Glad you're with us. It's AFR, presented by Down One Cigar Bar. I'm Matt.
Love you, Matt.
Paul O'Neill.
They're chanting Paul O'Neill's name.
Muso. And Mr. Toby Thomas. All right, we're here. Glad you are as well. Get out there and make it a good one. Ton to do. Ari Temkin talking some Big 12 spring meetings because that's a thing that happened that nobody paid attention to. Theriot next hour. Regional baseball chaos already. Ton to do. Let us begin as we do every single day.
It's time to pop the top on another edition of AFR with Bud Light. Drink easy.
It is kind of odd to be sitting here on Friday, the opening day of regional baseball. Florida has already lost. Southern Miss lost to Little Rock. Oh, those Trojans. Auburn's doing their damnedest to lose as well. East Carolina's beating Tennessee as we speak. I mean, drama abounds. And LSU sitting at home, which really sucks. So we are not going to open the show. I mean, normally this would be a time where, because Jay likes to play the early game, we'd be doing a show just straight up against an LSU regional game, and none of you would be paying attention. So more people are listening today, which is great on the regional front. I'm looking at the silver lining. That's the positive. Got it? Good? The positive here?
Yeah, positives.
That's
I mean, I wouldn't be paying attention to the show either.
Well, so
Well, actually, I probably wouldn't be here. I'd probably be at the box.
It's a day that ends in Y. Muse isn't paying attention to the show.
Okay,
Stuff, right?
easy.
Paul, does that sound about right? That Muse wouldn't be paying attention?
That sounds exactly right.
Yep, just spacing out over there, doing whatever he wants to do. Mm-hmm. So let's talk recruiting. It is a massive recruiting weekend for LSU. There are 6 official visitors on campus this weekend. And remember, you probably know this, but for the benefit of those who don't, an unofficial visit, recruit pays their own way. Official visit, each recruit can take 5 of those, and the school pays for the recruit and a guest to come, flight, hotel, food, all that sort of stuff, roll out the red carpet. So if a recruit gives you one of their 5 official visits, they're serious. Like, you don't take an official visit to a place if you ain't serious about that place. So 6 official visitors on campus this weekend, and of those 6, 4 5-stars. This ended up being a small list, very top-heavy. Let's run through who's here this weekend just to kind of give you some perspective. Hit me a little bed there if you would, Muse. We'll take these one by one. And we're going to start with not only the number one defensive lineman in the country, the number one player in the country. Jalen Brewster, defensive tackle out of Cedar Hill, Texas, 6'3", 300 pounds. Y'all, if Jalen Brewster were to go into a Major League Baseball stadium and walk into the team shop and try to buy a fitted hat, he couldn't find one that fitted. Is that fair? He ain't find. I don't know what the biggest size they got in one of those fitted hats, Muse, but he ain't finding one that fits him.
It is. He is strictly an adjustable hat guy, and even then, that's going to be a struggle.
I mean, seriously, this man is a massive human being. Here's a photo, if you're watching, of him with Kevin Peoples when Kevin Peoples took a visit there to see him in Texas. I mean, I don't even know what to say about how massive this dude is. His head, his hands, like, what's a high school offensive lineman? I was a high school offensive lineman. What do you do with that? What do you do with that?
Close your eyes and pray.
I mean, you double, triple team him, and you just run the other way. Anyway, just in time for Ed Ogeron on campus as well. The number one player, number one defensive tackle in the country, Jalen Brewster, who is a Texas Tech commit. It'll take some doing to get him flipped, but the Tigers will do their best this weekend. He's not the only five-star committed to a school in Texas who's taken a visit to LSU this weekend. We have talked a ton about Easton Royal. Now, Easton Royal is the five-star number one receiver in America out of Brother Martin in New Orleans. He committed to Texas just days before Lane Kiffin was hired. Easton Royal has taken plenty of unofficial visits to LSU's campus now. Official visit weekend. And right as Easton Royal shows up, who's the first person there to greet him? Coach O. Great ties to the city of New Orleans, of course, the state of Louisiana. And there's Coach O with a photo with Easton Royal. I think it's so interesting, if you remember, during spring, Lane Kiffin talked about the receiver position in particular and how they recruited it via the portal. His objective was not to go after the top-tier guys, but to get depth. He explained why.
Was important. We try to balance the room more. If you think of it as like, here's your cap number for a room, instead of being really top heavy with 1 and 2 and then not having depth. I think when we've been our best, it's because we've had 4 to 5 to 6 receivers that can all play really well. And so that's what we're striving for here.
If you get Easton Royal to flip from Texas, you're blowing that cap out. You're going to be top heavy with 1 and 2 to get Easton Royal. But as I understand it, this staff believes Easton Royal is an immediate impact, plug-and-play, no doubter, and they would spend to get Easton Royal. You might have, if you were taking hot yoga with the LSU football staff this morning, run across five-star edge Abraham Cisse. I know this because I had a spy in the class. Shout out to Ribs Hewitt, our digital media manager here, who also teaches over at Evolve. And that's where all the LSU coaches go to do their hot yoga in the morning. And Abraham Cisse was there at the early morning class with Lucas. So with Sterling Lucas. So credit Abraham Cisse on his official visit when, I don't know, a lot of guys might want to see the sights, eat good meals. Your guy was up before dawn doing hot yoga with the rest of the LSU classes. Riv said that he was a lovely young guy, too. Actually, at one point, tried to slack a little, and she had to get on him, she said, just to make sure that he locked in. Cisse, five-star edge. He's 6'5", 225. He's out of Pennsylvania. Thought to be a heavy Notre Dame lean, but has yet to commit anywhere. Notre Dame, Penn State are all in on him, and LSU is taking their swing. They got an official visit here from Cisse. When you look at that edge rusher spot, LSU went very heavy in the portal this year with top-tier guys, right? Going to get Prince Will Umanmielen, and obviously adding Jordan Ross as well from Tennessee. When you look at the depth and the future of that position, there is going to be an opening after this year for big-time players coming in. Obviously, Lamar Brown shows up right now, but Cisse, five-star, could well be. It's a close your eyes, swing for the fences to see if you can hit the homer. Not likely, but you got him on campus to make your pitch. Okay. Hey, Paul, remember we said about Muse not paying attention?
Yes, I do.
What?
I thought he forgot for a minute there.
Okay. Xavier Sabb, the fourth 5-star on LSU's campus this weekend. Another 5-star who was a late add to this weekend. He's out of New Jersey. He's the number 1 athlete in the country. He is the number 22 overall prospect. He's defensive back, receiver, and right now he's taken a bunch of visits to Rutgers, that being his home state, and then Bama has gotten quite a few visits as well. But LSU now in the mix, getting an official visit from Xavier Sabb here this weekend. So that's 4 5-stars for LSU this weekend on campus. Now, the other 2 players are Adrian Cole and Marquez Davis. Shay's told us about both of these guys during our visits. Adrian Cole is out of Douglasville, Georgia. He's a 4-star safety. He is 6 foot, 190 pounds. He's the number 192 player nationally. And then you look at Marquez Davis. He's a guy from Opelousas here in Louisiana. He's a 3-star, but you look at the profile, 6'3", 185 pounds. That reeks Corey Raymond. Give him a long, athletic corner that he can take that ball of clay and mold it into an elite-level player. Shea Dixon's given us the comp before of a guy like Mo Claiborne. Obviously not saying that Marquez Davis is going to become a top 10 pick in the draft, but you talk about a long, athletic dude that you get into the system, mold, develop, and then maybe you hit on the upside there. As we've talked about this corner class in 2027, you may not get the top-tier guys at corner because you're going to be so heavily invested in 2027 with DJ Pickett coming back, possibly Woodland coming back for a senior year. Jakeem Jackson could return in 2027. Haven Finney, Aiden Anding coming off of injury. You're going to be loaded at corner for 2027, so you may be looking for prospects that are going to come and stay and build. Remember, Lane Kiffin has talked about recruiting in high school and their approach in recruiting high school and how it's changed here in the NIL era.
I challenge our guys to make sure we evaluate who they are really, really well. Who is the player as they're coming out of high school? What is their mindset? How competitive are they? Because what's going to happen is most likely it's not going to go like they want in the first year. And then get into your analytics of, okay, well, if they're going to, or you're going to pay them, and then they're going to leave after year 1, then what did you really get out of them from a business sense versus the money going somewhere else? So I really try to find that in tight ends, but in all of our players, okay, who really are they in nowadays setup that it is, so that they are competitive enough that this is the place they want to be at, and are they going to stay through some adversity, which is what they need to play through too as a good player. So obviously character was always part of the evaluation, but I've moved it a lot higher now because of the ability to leave, where before you got the 17-year-old, well, he was really stuck with you for 4 years. So he had to eventually buy entry, which just was never going to play. Now they really don't have to. They just go somewhere else.
Translation, if you're going to pay a high school player, they got to be plug and play. If it's someone that's going to have to wait their turn, you're probably looking for a good character guy that's willing to come in, sit, learn, develop, and wait for their opportunity. Maybe you got that with some of those guys at the bottom of this class, but a massive recruiting weekend for LSU. All right, Show Up and Every Day is brought to you by Bud Light. Drink easy with the great taste of Bud Light, the official beer of AFR, the official beer of your Fighting Tigers of LSU, and the official beer of the New Orleans Saints. Of course, it's Bud Light. Make sure if you're watching baseball this weekend, got your refrigerator stocked with plenty of delicious ice-cold Bud Light. Hanging out by the pool. Maybe you're taking that beach vacation. Drink easy this summer with the great taste of Bud Light, the official beer of AFR, the official beer of your Fighting Tigers of LSU. All right, y'all, quick break. Come back. SEC stole all the headlines this weekend at spring meetings. The Big 12 also had their spring meetings. Our buddy Ari Temkin from Big 12 Radio is there. He's good enough to join us next. We'll do that. It's AFR.
AFR.
Let's rev, y'all. RevFiber.com. RevFiber.com. R-E-V. RevFiber.com. Remember, if what we're talking about here is your internet service provider primarily. And a lot of people, not only in this region but around the country, have that other company with 3 letters, and most people have turned those 3 letters into a curse word because their product is generally bad and their service is even worse. Switch to Rev. Home or business internet. thing I'll tell you, lightning fast speed, 100% fiber, and there's never any bots or AI or anything like that. It is all people. When you call Rev, you're calling a local call center. People right here who are going to pick up the phone and help you work through whatever solution. And faster internet at a better price and an all-fiber network. Save money at home or your business. RevFiber.com.
Ever wonder why cane sauce doesn't come in a pre-sealed packet? It's because it's made fresh inside every Raising Cane's every single day. Because when you make it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Another roof gone too soon. Looks like neglect. There's no doubt about it. This is a case of poor installation. At Pelican Roofing, we don't guess. We investigate to find the real cause of your roof's problems. Call Pelican Roofing for your free roof investigation today. Case closed.
Hi, I'm Mitchell Meredith with Locke Meredith Sean Fagan & Associates. We take great pride in educating our clients about their rights. Whether you're injured at work or while you drive, call our office at 272-5555. Knowledge is power, and you should know your rights after an injury.
Hi, I'm Sean Fagan of Locke Meredith Sean Fagan & Associates. When insurance companies have been unfair, we've never been afraid to go to trial. Fighting hard to protect your rights, we never settle a case out of convenience. We only settle when it's right for you. Whether you hire us at all, give us a call.
The experts at Hood Dental Care want you smiling bigger and healthier than ever. New patients can get a healthy gums cleaning for just $89, plus a free exam and full mouth x-rays. A $376 value. With over 3,000 five-star Google reviews, 5 local locations, and easy online scheduling with same-day care. Hood Dental makes it simple to get started. And we always have other great giveaways for new patients. Check out Hood Dental.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
SEC spring meetings were this week down in Florida. Happening adjacent were the Big 12 spring meetings, very candidly. Paid more attention to what was happening with the SEC. So let's find out what the Big 12 talked about. Our buddy Ari Temkin from Big 12 Radio at Ari Sports. You want to give him a follow? Good enough to join us. How are you, dude?
I'm great, Moscona. How are you, man? Good to talk to you.
I'd be doing a lot better if you and I were not talking. Not necessarily because I don't want to talk to you, but because I'd be talking about a regional baseball game out at LSU right now, and they're not playing regional baseball, and that sucks. So I'm not doing hot today, Ari.
Yeah, that is crazy, huh? And meanwhile, my Jayhawks just won the first game of a regional.
Hey, shut up. I was about to, you know what I was about to say, Ari?
That's crazy.
This
is the first time ever, by the way, that KU was doing that.
LSU not making regionals would be the equivalent of Kansas missing the NCAA tournament in basketball.
Yep.
Like that's how would you feel if Selection Sunday rolls around and the JJ Hawks, their name doesn't pop up on a line? Like it's melt.
And by the way, that has not happened since 1989.
Right? So I mean for LSU this happened in 2011. So it's been 15 years for LSU, and that was kind of an outlier, you know.
And 89 was following Larry Brown and Danny and the Miracles in 88 that won the national championship. So a little bit of synergy there too with LSU baseball.
Noted, yeah.
But Dan Fitzgerald, who is Kansas's baseball coach, I mean, in just 2 years, he's, it's been historic what he's done. And he spent a year, I believe, at LSU.
Yeah.
So, the hope for us Jayhawks is that when an SEC team comes calling, that there's something that can happen that allows him to stay at KU, because at some point I'm sure an SEC team will come calling.
Yeah. It's just all about buy-in and resources. Who's willing to commit resources to be good in baseball? It's what it'll be. And but yet Fitzgerald was here for a year under Jay Johnson, and really wish him well though. But anyway, so spring meetings going on. I think obviously today, Ari, the biggest story is the Texas spat. Is there any shot at all they actually play that game week 1?
I don't think so. I don't, I just don't see any. It seems so choreographed from the standpoint of Tech is calling their bluff here. And look, I mean, Sark likes to run his mouth. I mean, and it's fun. Like, this is the WWE entertainment that we love. And this is what I talked to Brett Yormark at the Big 12 spring meetings about, why not have every football coach take the podium like they do at SEC Media Days to create more drama? Because it's amazing. I cannot wait basically for every Ole Miss game this year. It's going to be like every one is just going to be incredible because of just all of the drama that's going on. I mean, so I think it's funny. I don't even think they should have responded that way. It just seems so choreographed, and I don't know. Just let it lie. And yeah, I mean, sure, you want to call their bluff. But, I mean, what Sark said wasn't about Texas Tech. It was about the 2s and 3s in the other Big 12 programs that Texas could beat. So, but, look, I think this is obviously a huge year for Sark. He's been running his mouth all off season. And, not to turn this into a Texas thing, but, I mean, this is a guy that so far I would say has underachieved relative to talent, money. He's definitely been better than many of his predecessors in Austin, but it's a big year for him with the money they're spending, the talent that they have, the resources, Arch Manning, all that stuff. If he's supposed to be, this great quarterbacks developer, then this is a big year for him and for the quarterback and for that program.
Flip it to Joey McGuire's squad, because I had the chance to talk to him at the Bryant Awards in Houston back in February, late January or February. And we were talking about Brendan Sorsby. Now, that's up in the air right now. Play the hypothetical here, Ari. If Sorsby doesn't play, we'll talk specifically about that in a second, but if Sorsby doesn't play, what does that mean for Texas Tech?
So I'm pretty convinced he's going to play. So as we go through on Big 12 radio, like our team previews, and we've done a ton of like ranking position players, and like he was my number 1 quarterback on my list. So I'm assuming he's going to play, and the reason for that is because his attorney is Jeffrey Kessler, and I would say that Kessler hired Sorsby as much as Sorsby hired Kessler, in that this dude only takes on cases that completely, rattle the antitrust with the NCAA, and like so he's after the biggest fish, and I just don't think he's going to lose. I think they're going to get an injunction here. And then if the NCAA appeals the injunction, it goes to a circuit court in Texas that has 3 judges that are all Texas Tech grads. So I think he ends up playing, and it's going to upset a lot of people, and I get it. But at the same time, like you also have the SEC commissioner and the Big Ten commissioner openly saying, like, with the CSC stuff, we're not going to, I know that these rules exist, but we're not going to abide by these rules. And we can create whatever distinctions we want about rules in terms of gambling versus we're just going to go ahead and not follow the rules. But to me, those are very similar. And I think we also have to recognize that, like, this isn't like Pete Rose gambling from the standpoint of, the access to wagering is so easy, and it's just such a different era with phones and that access that I think he's got a legitimate defense here. So I assume he's going to play. Now, to answer your question, if he does, I think the NCAA may settle here and end up with a shorter suspension. And if that's the case, Texas Tech is fortunate from the standpoint of having a really weak non-conference. And, Will Hammond will eventually take over a quarterback, who's a kid from Lake Travis, in Austin. But he tore his ACL last year. It's a big reason why they went and got Sorsby. And so, I think whatever they're able to put together, they just have enough talent to be able to beat whoever, their three non-conference opponents, whoever's at quarterback.
It's interesting. I when you say he has a defense, I mean, there's a black and white rule. If you gamble, if you sports bet, you're ineligible. Like, period. It's black and white. I don't know what legitimate defense is. There is no gray. And I just, you and I probably happen to disagree there then. I mean, that's one where I don't know how you come back from that if a player is sports betting and then he plays, because now you've created the precedent to allow players to sports bet. Well, that's, I don't know, Ari, if I'm misreading it, but man, I think that would be disastrous if he plays. And I have nothing against Texas Tech. I mean, they don't play LSU. I don't really care.
No.
It's just one of those things.
Look, I totally see that side of it. And I think your point about the precedents is very dangerous. But I just, and perhaps that is ultimately what the courts decide here is basically that, and the protection of, the integrity of sports based on that. And, but the other side to that is sort of the realistic approach of that the NCAA just keeps taking L's in court because the Supreme Court ruled that they're in violation of antitrust laws. And so they anytime they create these rules and then challenged in court like this, they've lost because they are a monopoly. And so that's, again, I think the way that the judge, and I'm not a lawyer, sometimes I play one on the radio, but I think a judge would have to, the judge would have to basically say the conclusion that you just said, which is we need to protect the integrity of sports. And this is what that is.
Ari Temkin's with us, Big 12 Radio at Ari Sports, where you can get him. Was at Big 12 meetings this week, Big 12 spring meetings. Obviously, the Texas Tech stuff and the Sorsby stuff has taken all the headlines. I also think, Ari, one of the really interesting things is like where I actually probably side with the rest of college football and am like anti most SEC perspective is I do want to see a 2014 playoff. And I know that was part of this week where the Big 12 sort of collectively endorsed a 2014 playoff. What is the reasoning why that makes the most sense for the Big 12?
Well, I think it's the same reasoning for why every coach wants to see 2014 playoff, including all of the coaches of the SEC, even if it's not what the commissioner wants, because they want more access, but ultimately, I mean, look, they added 70, they're now up to 76 teams in the NCAA tournament, and the belief, the goodwill belief of that is that it'll add more access, and it won't. It'll just add more Big 12 and SEC and Big 10 teams, and I would imagine that's going to be the case here, but even more to the power two at the top. So, I guess be careful what you wish for. I do want to see what automatic bids would look like. I also, what's really interesting to me too, really behind the scenes would be, this deal with Redbird Capital and the Big 12. And, Redbird Capital owns 22% of Paramount, which is about to acquire Warner Brothers Discovery. If that's not, fully done yet, it will be soon. And, the Big 12 has games that are on TNT as part of a package that ESPN sold to TNT. TNT also has playoff games. And so let's just say there's a world in which, Paramount, Warner Brothers, who's in some ways already in partnership with the Big 12 through Redbird, wants sort of an exclusive deal in the same way that ESPN and Fox do with the Big 12, with ESPN and the SEC and the Fox, the Big 10. So, and the all your mark is really thinking about right now is the 2030 TV rights deal that's up for the Big 12 and positioning it in the best spot. It's the reason that, they've discussed now a 10 game conference schedule. It's the reason they're looking at trying to do 20, in basketball, the Big 12 played 20 games, league games 2 years ago, and then went to 18 this year. They're looking at potentially going back to 20 again for the TV deal in a couple of years from now. So everything he's doing is about that. And so going back to the playoff, a 16-team playoff, which is what Sankey and ESPN want, could actually benefit the Big 12 from a television rights standpoint if TNT and ESPN are the exclusive homes on TV for those games. because I would imagine, with TNT already doing, in on it, a short expansion like that would give TNT sort of exclusive bidding access. And again, if there's a Big 12 partnership there, I think it could benefit them. But yeah, I mean, look, every coach wants 24. The Big 12 wants 24 for more access. I think the 16 though might be the better play.
Fascinating. Yeah, it's going to be so interesting to see how this all plays out between now and December. Last thing for you. What those are seemingly the big talking points from the outside looking in that most people are paying attention to. Was there something else internally this week, Ari, that maybe dominated conversation?
I think one of the things that the Big 12 should be focused on is, not trying to compare to the SEC and the Big 10 because there really isn't one. And I think, obviously from a revenue standpoint, it's just a smack in the face. And I'm sure from the SEC standpoint, the Big 10 revenue is a smack in the face too, to a degree. So, but I think that there's a lot that the conference has that's very unique from the standpoint of, the Big 12 had dominant brands and, they really swung their weight around when they were in the Big 12. And now it doesn't really have that. It has kind of 16 teams on equal footing. You can argue about certain brands in certain ways, but ultimately it's very much a cohesive conference, more so than any others that all have the best top brands at the top, right? So, and they're always going to swing their weight around. I think it's ultimately why the ACC will end up imploding, is for that exact reason, that the top of the conference is sick of the other teams dragging them down, or it could be the opposite, which is the bottom of the conference is upset that they're constantly losing money to the top of the ACC because of the way that it's skewed and structured right now in terms of revenue. So I think there's a lot of benefit to the Big 12 in its cohesion. We've seen the emergence of really interesting developments with the Big 12 with other sports. I mean, Kansas hosting a regional is ridiculous. The softball success that they've had. Sure. Obviously football drives the bus, but it's just an interesting part. The Big 12 can't be comparing itself to the other conferences from a revenue standpoint. It's 2-1. So and that compounds every year. So I think. But there are a lot of things going for it moving forward. And Brett Yormark I just can't speak highly enough of him and the work that he's doing to try to close the gap as much as he possibly can.
Sure. Ari, he saved the league. It was, you and I talked about this when it was sort of the Big 12 and the Pac-12 that were fighting for survival, and Yormark was intuitive enough to save that conference. And it was the Pac-12 that ultimately imploded. So couldn't agree more with you in that respect. So it'd be a fascinating time as always. Man, we always appreciate enjoy the Jayhawk baseball this weekend, man. How about that?
Thank you. Yeah, big one against Arkansas. Arkansas has been the bane of Kansas's existence in recent history in the postseason in every sport. So fingers crossed. Fingers crossed here.
Hey, look, the Hogs are salty, man. They probably should have been playing at home this weekend. I think most people here would probably agree with that. So you kind of got a little bit of a tough draw there. But look, man, I am not a pull for the conference guy. So I'll drape myself in blue and shout Jayhawks this weekend, man. I am not. I would love to see Arkansas face plant in Lawrence. That'd be great. Send me some face paint. I'll wear it this weekend.
And then Atlanta next week. I'm doing check one 22-5 today. So
they stink. Let's be real. No, they stink. The ACC stinks. Let's go. Thank you, dude. We appreciate the time.
Take care, brother. Have a great weekend.
All right, man. You too. That's Ari Temkin. Big 12 Radio. Get him at Ari Sports on Twitter. You can get him there. We're brought to you by Parish Restoration, parishrestoration.com. Kill mold, remove odor, other harmful pathogens. It's Parish Restoration. Y'all, it rains every day. And when I say every day, I mean it has rained literally, steal a line from Russ Mitchell, literally every day for 2 weeks. If you got water intrusion, you probably have mold. Water, humidity, mold. So you need to get rid of mold. Parish Restoration does that. Parishrestoration.com, parishrestoration.com. It's easy. They'll spray their dry fog. They'll close up all the windows and doors, let it dwell, kills everything. Fog dissipates. You're back in. Free of mold, clean, clear, sanitized, great smelling. Parishrestoration.com, parishrestoration.com. All right, I got a break, y'all. We'll go around the SEC when we come back. Jawsbury is making headlines to his response to Lane Kiffin's Vanity Fair comments about Ole Miss. Theriot's here in 25 minutes. We got a lot to do. So let us keep rolling along here on AFR.
AFR.
Just mention all the heat Of course, with heat, you want to make sure that your AC is working. That's why you want to make sure you call River City's 1 Hour Air. 752-0001, 752-0001, 752-0001, or 1hourbr.com. You can spell it out, O-N-E, 1hourbr.com. Always encourage you to go check out the Google reviews. I mean, how many companies say, we want you to go check out our Google reviews? Well, when you've got thousands, literally double the amount of Google reviews of your next closest competitor, you want people to go check them out. Carol Caldwell sent this 5-star Google review. David, the technician, went above and beyond in his service today. Highly recommend David for HVAC services. Another 5-star Google review. And you see so many of those because at River City's 1 Hour Air, they hire the best. They invest in continuing education for all of their technicians. They have systems and protocols in place that they follow to make sure you get great service every single time. It's River City's 1 Hour Air. 752-0001.
Championships are won with preparation, and so are great roofs.
Coach is tough on us about preparation, and Paris brings that same championship mindset. Do business with someone you know.
Paris Construction and Roofing.
ParisRoof.com.
My father, J.B. Falgu, had a vision of growth for First American Bank and the communities we serve. The bank's foundation was built on his legacy of compassion, loyalty, and dedication. Through his years of leadership, First American has prospered to heights even J.B. could not have imagined. I know my father would be extremely proud of the customer service and financial stability that First American provides to Southeast Louisiana. We continue to thrive because of the legacy of J.B. Falgu.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient. And you will have your pool in no time.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Ochsner Andrews Institute.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
Texas beat Holy Cross today 19-1. Georgia Tech won its game against UIC 22-5. I don't know how Florida did it, but they came back and beat Rider 8-7. I mean,
that game was freaking wild starting in the 8th inning, man.
They were on the ropes, but the Gators survived.
Walk-off homer by Brendan Lawson.
Poof. Little Rock did it again. Went down to Hattiesburg, beat the 9 seed, 7-4. I want to share this with y'all. So Tuesday, I'm in Arizona. Tuesday morning, right? The brackets revealed Monday. Tuesday, I'm flying home from Arizona. And I get a text from Chris Curry. And I'm like, my immediate thought was the former LSU running back, the guy who wore 18 and then left for Utah the next year. I'm like, I didn't know Chris Curry had my number. And the text reads, Matt, this time of year, I'm reminded of your first question to me. How much do you hate LSU? I'm like, why would I ask that to Chris Curry, the running back?
Wow,
Then I open the text because, you can only see the first part of it.
Yeah.
And it's like, haha, that was great. In all seriousness, keep up the good work, and I hope you and your family are well. Chris Curry. I'm like, I scroll up, like, oh, the Little Rock coach, Chris Curry.
So good.
Different Chris Curry. So I reply, and I'm reading this text chain because I did ask him if I could share because I want you to hear what he said. I said, good morning, coach. And this was so it was 8 a.m. Central, so it's 6 a.m. Pacific. And I was getting up at 4 a.m. Pacific because, well, it's light as the middle of day at 4 a.m. in Arizona. And I'm an early riser, and I try to stay on my sleep and eat schedule when I travel in different time zones. So I'm up. So I say, good morning, coach. Great to hear from you. Good luck in Hattiesburg. I said, you have a lot of people nearby, meaning here, pulling for your squad. All the best. He said to me, means a lot. The 2025 regional and LSU fans will always be special to me for how well they treated us. I said, hey, do you mind if I share that sentiment, pass along? He said, please do. He said, I still get a lot of messages of encouragement and was flooded with positive emails and letters last year from LSU fans. I hope they adopt us this year for the postseason. I'm like, you know what? Sold. I gave him a big heart on that text, and I'm going to tell y'all, pull for them Little Rock Trojans, man. Like, I know there's some people nearby who, who went to school at Southern Miss or people who live, like, in the Pine Belt, maybe cheer for Southern Miss. I get that. But with no LSU, and if you're looking for a team to cheer for, Chris Curry's a good dude, man. The Trojans put up a fight here last year, put a scare into LSU, and they handle everything really well. So I'll be pulling for them. So congrats to Little Rock. They get a win over Southern Miss. Tennessee just lost.
They did.
That's awesome.
14 innings that game, man.
14, Tennessee
awesome game.
Loses to East Carolina. Mississippi State is up on Lipscomb 10-0 in the top of the ninth.
Lame.
So, regional baseball. Oh, and Auburn.
I was about to say, no love for the Milwaukee Panthers?
Auburn right now is getting, like, throat punched by Milwaukee 13-7. That's top 9. So, like, barring a miracle comeback, Auburn's going to fall into the loser's bracket. I mean, my goodness.
Transitive property win over Auburn there for LSU. That's how it works. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. That's how it works. You sweep Milwaukee. Milwaukee beats Auburn. I mean, ergo, you beat Auburn. That's
except you lost to Auburn.
But it's the transitive property.
But you literally played them head to head, and so transitive property is irrelevant in this case because you did actually play them head to head. It's after further review. We'll keep you up to date on the scores as we move throughout the afternoon, but you've already had some SEC teams stub their toe here in the first round. Tigers aren't playing, but Championship Health partner of LSU Athletics, of course, is Our Lady of the Lake. And at FMOL Health, that team is more than 20,000 strong, delivering care across Louisiana and Mississippi in one connected, mission-driven health system. As a $5 billion health system with nationally recognized quality and not one but 2 exceptional workplace awards from Gallup, FMOL Health has built something people trust and continues to grow to meet the needs of the communities they serve. And, of course, as we mentioned, when LSU needed a partner to care for its student-athletes, LSU chose Our Lady of the Lake as its Championship Health partner, and that tells you everything you need to know. FMOL Health, Our Lady of the Lake, and LSU. Together, we roar. Learn more at olrmc.com/LSU. Do it every day about this time. Let's go around the SEC.
Around the SEC, bringing you the biggest news from the nation's best conference, the Florida Gators.
4-star linebacker, Jaboy Smith has committed look at it. It's J-A''BOIS. Jaboy. What?
I just didn't, when I typed it all out, it didn't click on me.
Jaboy?
No, it's Jaboy.
Jaboy. It's Jaboy. He's the number 138 overall prospect. He picked Florida.
The Vanderbilt Commodores.
Linebacker Ethan Hauser, not nearly as cool a name. Ethan. I mean, if you want a linebacker, and I said you could have Ethan or Jaboy, you take
Jaboy.
No doubt. Ethan is the number 56 linebacker in the country, 72nd best player in Missouri. Pick Vandy over Michigan, Tennessee, Texas A&M, and Mizzou.
The Arkansas Razorbacks.
Malik Thomas is staying in the NBA draft. Jonathan Givony over at Draft Express had it first. Big part of Arkansas' success this past year. Averaged 15-3. He's Pittsburgh native. He's mocked to go somewhere near the end of round 1.
The South Carolina Gamecocks.
And third baseman Dawson Harmon entering the transfer portal. Just one season with the Gamecocks. Started 40 games as the everyday third baseman. Hit just .227 for South Carolina. He's a Florida native. Did miss 13 straight games with a mono in the middle of the season. But starting third baseman from South Carolina hit the portal. All right, there you have it. That is Around the SEC Friday shows presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar right there in Town Center. Get on by, enjoy a fine premium cigar, cocktail, craft beer, great whiskey selection. Whatever it is you might want, start your weekend off right. Watch some baseball at Don Juan Cigar Bar. All right, let me knock out a quick break. Come back, wrap up hour number 1. Ted Cruz was on Andy and Ari talking about the protect. It's got to be Andy and Ari. So we got to fix it.
I mean, you're going to have to talk over it.
Well, you could have talked over it. Play it again. It's Andy and Ari. Get Andy Staples saying Andy and Ari. And just cut him saying Andy.
Okay.
If you don't know, that song is Bang Bang. I love that jam.
You do. I mean, you love that song.
I mean.
That gets you in the mood, man.
It gets the people going.
It does.
Love that song. Okay, go to break.
After further review.
DuplessisPools.com. DuplessisPools.com. Hey, look, it's the end of May. So, like, if you call Duplessis today, you're probably not going to have your pool done in time to swim this pool season, just realistically. From call to concept to getting you on the schedule to breaking ground to completion of the project to landscaping and all that sort of stuff, you're not going to be done by the end of pool season. But what I would like to encourage you to think about is this is a great time to call so you're done before the holidays, right? Because you're probably going to have people over at the house for Christmas. And what if you had a beautiful pool with the beautiful exterior lighting, the pool lighting, your outdoor kitchen, all of those beautiful accent pieces done in time for your holiday parties? We'll start on that today. DuplessisPools.com. Check them out, DuplessisPools.com.
Raising Cane's Texas Toast is a thick slice of bread, garlic buttered spread, grilled to golden perfection, and made to order just for you. Because when you make it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
Investing in a new roof doesn't have to be overwhelming. At Pelican Roofing, we offer 0 interest for 21 months because everyone deserves a safe, secure home. Trusted, local, affordable. Pelican Roofing, making quality roofing affordable for South Louisiana families.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona. Look, back pain can sideline you from the things you love. That's why I trust Dr. Kevin McCarthy and the team at the Spine Center of Louisiana. Dr. McCarthy doesn't just treat symptoms. He gets to the root of the problem. From advanced injection therapy to minimally invasive surgery, they've got the expertise to get you back in the game. With 5 locations across Louisiana, including right here in Baton Rouge, quality care is close to home. Call the Spine Center of Louisiana or visit spinela.com and tell them Matt sent you.
I'm Gabrielle McLeod on behalf of the Louisiana Propane Dealers. I have spent hundreds of hours preparing for scholarship competitions. That preparation paid off when I won the Fitness and Talent Awards along with the title of Miss Louisiana. The Louisiana Propane Dealers are also pretty talented and want you to be prepared for when the power goes out. Visit LouisianaPropane.com to find out about propane generators and other safety tips. Louisiana Propane, it truly is the fuel for our future.
After a decade of working in private duty nursing, I know how hard it can be to find compassionate care for the ones that you love the most. So I started Decision Critical, a premier concierge nursing agency, so we can take care of you wherever you are. Our highly skilled nurses provide exceptional care from the comfort of your own home with personalized packages for short-term, long-term, or even around-the-clock care. Visit us at decisioncriticalbr.com and give us a call today to get started.
Men, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
Sometimes you ignore the signs, even when they're right in front of you. Problem.
After Further Review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
Wrapping up hour number one, Verge Osbury over at SEC spring meetings met with reporters. This quote to Heather Dinich about Lane Kiffin's Vanity Fair piece. I'll just read the quote from Verge. He said, encouraging his team and staff to worry about LSU, quote, everything's about LSU. He went on to say, it's not about the other place you were at before, the other schools in this conference. In the SEC, we have to be one. Every other organization, from NASCAR to the NFL, NBA, they're one. We fight each other on the field, Saturday nights, basketball games, baseball weekends, track and field. That's when we compete. After that, this is one. When you start breaking up and doing our own thing, that hurts our conference. Of course, Kiffin, in the 4-hour interview with Vanity Fair, made the comments about Ole Miss, referencing segregation. It created a bit of a storm with the reaction to those comments. People at Ole Miss didn't take kindly to it. People sort of picked sides. It did its rounds. Lane Kiffin's largely gone silent on social media. He did the interview with Pardon My Take, which I think has largely been very, very well received since that was published on the Barstool platforms. But spring meetings is an opportunity when the entire league gets together and Greg Sankey can get everybody in a room and say, hey, when we go out publicly, we are uniform, we are unified, we are one voice. Which is why the SEC also this week with the Ted Cruz Cantwell bill have issued a joint statement in opposition of the pooled media rights. And that's candidly, if you're the SEC and the Big Ten, you're opposed to that. Because when we talk about the most valuable properties, it's all SEC and Big Ten schools with very few outliers. Miami, Florida State, Clemson. I mean, by and large, the most valuable properties are part of the Big Ten or the SEC, period. If you pool media rights, then Texas State, Oregon State, Kansas State, San Diego State, they're all participating and benefiting from pooled media rights, meaning you're pulling everything together, selling college football as media rights as one, and obviously it's going to water down the shares that the real valuable properties get, and it shouldn't be that way. If you are bringing in the lion's share of the eyeballs, the attention, the revenue, you should share at a higher clip. So I don't know that anybody in this audience would disagree with that. We're obviously right here in the epicenter of that world. But there should be no ambiguity with where I stand. I sit here and have sat here for 2 decades yelling that I'm a college football elitist. I don't care about San Diego State football. If the Aztecs chose to I'm not picking on San Diego State, just pick one. If they chose never to disband their football program and never play again, I'm good. Just make sure I got all my premier football games on Saturdays. If they keep playing all the other stuff, cool, I'll watch. I like watching Maction on Tuesday nights. That's fun. It's something to do. If it goes away forever, I'm good. My life will go on. I don't need Western Michigan against Akron. I like it on Tuesday to give me something to watch. But if it's not there, I'm good. What I can't do without is like LSU, Auburn, Ohio State, Florida, Georgia. Maybe throw Oregon in there, I guess. They got a little swag to them. Southern Cal, Michigan, Penn State, Texas, Oklahoma, A&M. You get it. Like, the things we all actually care to see, give me those. Make sure those things stay where they're supposed to be. All right, Theriot's here. We come back right after the top of the hour. We'll get SportsCenter, get you caught up on national headlines, and Ryan will be in studio. Baseball, regionals, carry on. We get you updated. It's AFR.
After further review.
Weekend is here. Looking for something to do? Get by Supper Club, y'all. SupperClubBTR.com. SupperClubBTR.com. Check out the menu online. You can see what I'm talking about with some of the most delicious items you'll find anywhere. And it doesn't matter. Like, if you love steak, awesome. Supper Club has the best steak options you'll find. You want that Australian Wagyu? You want the Omi beef? I mean, there are incredible options you quite literally will not find anywhere else in the city, the state, in a lot of respects in the country. But it's not just about steak. The Chilean sea bass is incredible. The salmon is awesome. I've told you before, one of my favorite things on the menu that I actually like have dreams, like I crave the veal parmesan. Just make it a Supper Club night. Pop on in, belly up to the bar, open seating in the bar area, or get a reservation at SupperClubBTR.com.
Transform your living space with Lacoste & Young Remodeling and take your home from outdated to outstanding. Redefine your kitchen for the ultimate culinary experience, or elevate your daily routine with a spa-worthy bathroom retreat. Our skilled team brings 3D modeling to life to ensure your vision becomes a reality. We believe luxury should be accessible and offer tailored solutions to fit your budget without compromising quality. So contact us today for a free estimate. Lacoste & Young Remodeling, providing perfect solutions for your dream home.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
At Sunshine, your hometown John Deere dealer, we know you deserve value when you purchase equipment. Right now, take advantage of the powerful 3025E tractor for just $297 a month. With 0% financing for 72 months. Tractor packages with a trailer also available. Whether you're tackling land, property, or projects, get your job done. Don't wait. This offer ends June 30th, 2026. Some restrictions apply. Visit sunequip.com or stop by a Sunshine location today.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. And when you're cooking with clean, affordable propane, you're cooking with gas. In the wintertime, nothing heats a home like Louisiana propane. And when you need hot water, propane's got you covered. Oh, and you won't regret that propane generator when the power goes out. I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and to find more information and to find a propane dealer near you, visit LouisianaPropane.com.
Flight by Yingling is raising the bar by crafting the next generation of light beer. With only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Flight by Yingling. Raise the bar.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Nick DeLuca closing in on weekend baseball. The Brewers taking on the Astros tonight to begin a weekend series. Milwaukee reliever Abner Uribe suspended one game for an inappropriate gesture toward the Cardinals dugout after a strikeout earlier this week. Uribe appealing the suspension, apologized through his interpreter, saying everyone here knows me and knows who I am, knows I have a bit of a history of being emotional. I think first I owe an apology to the Brewers. I owe an apology to my teammates, to my manager, and all the bosses of the team. Milwaukee manager Pat Murphy called the celebration unacceptable after the game. In the NBA, the Magic are hiring Spurs assistant Sean Sweeney. The two sides finalizing a deal has spent this past season as San Antonio's lead assistant, will replace Jamal Mosley. The Knicks waiting on the winner. Center Mitchell Robinson plans to play in Game 1 of the NBA Finals while wearing a brace on his hand after undergoing surgery on his broken right pinky. Knicks open up their first finals since 1999 on Wednesday.
Hey, it's your resident Super Bowl champ Chris Candy coming up Monday from the NBA to the NHL and everything else in between. I'll react to it all in my Upon Further Review at 7 a.m. Eastern. It's Unsportsmanlike weekday mornings at 6 right here on ESPN Radio, ESPN2, and ESPNU.
Matt Moscona.
I'm very important.
After further review.
Say it one more time.
After further review with Matt Moscona.
And here we go.
Live from the Raising Cane studio.
Let's rock!
Boy, yeah, they call him the Riot. Born and raised in the swamps, gonna fight like a tiger. He going beast mode, baby, he a beast though. What you think he supposed to do? You picture better reload. Get the boy.
After further review, the Riot Radio Hour with Matt Moscona and Ryan Theriot, presented by Alpha Customs. Alpha Customs, Prairieville and Lafayette, and online at alphacustoms.net.
Well, how's your week going?
The week was good.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, but good. I'm full of good ideas.
Here comes Theriot. The throw, not in time. Scudero delivers, and the Giants lead 4-3 in the 10th.
The wave pool, although probably full of bacteria, flesh-eating parasites, and the occasional turd, provides endless hours of fun. It's not cool to have a 30A sticker on the back of your grocery go-getter. Big fan of the truck.
The Riot Radio Hour.
Hour 2, off we go. Welcome aboard. Glad you're with us. AFR presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. I'm Matt.
Hey, Will.
Hey, bud.
Paul O'Neill.
They're chanting Paul O'Neill's name.
You. So. Hey! Glad you are as well. Get out there and make it a good one. Yeah. I really don't care if everybody finds that really annoying, because I would do that really for an audience of one.
Yep. And he does not find it.
He loves it so much. I'll walk in the house tonight and Drew will run up to me and go, "We don't tell you."
Yep.
And he'll just want me to do that over and over. And I know he's watching because he loves when you come on. Erica always calls me. She's like, "Hey, is Ryan on today?" On Fridays. You know, because if he's got TV on, he's expecting to see you. Talking about my son, Drew. If he's expecting to see you and you're not there.
Oh, he's pissed.
It's melt.
Chapped.
It's melt.
He's chapped.
So actually what happens then is if you're not here, what they'll do is they'll go find an old episode, like on YouTube or something like that, and pull that up.
I like that.
WBTR, like on the DVR or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, pull it up. Hey, look, there's Ryan. He don't know if it was from 6 years ago. He don't know the difference.
Doesn't matter.
It don't matter. He just wants to hear me yell, "Wee!" and Theriot and all that stuff. What's up?
Hey, man. Hey, guy.
How's your week?
Pretty good, man. It's been a nice one.
Yeah.
It's been a week. For
I just
sure.
want to say one thing. Okay, we'll get started there. I would like to say that I'm glad that you're here on Casual Friday in like an athletic shirt, athletic shorts, and sneakers. Because I'm really getting sick of seeing you walk around in boots.
Boots and a button down.
You're breaking my heart every time I see it. I don't know why you're doing it, but you're in this phase. You're in this season of life where you wear boots now. And I don't like it. And I've known you long enough to know, look, sometimes you roll around with a little mullet and a rat tail. You do that little, what's that little trash thing?
Thingy.
The thing right there. The flavor saver on your lip. You'll do that sometimes. Mm-hmm. You just go through different things. Yeah, that looks terrible.
Yeah.
Why do you do that?
I'm just trying it out.
But whatever.
It is. It's just
anyway, I know you're just going through a thing right now.
Yeah.
But I just don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like it very much.
Well, today, I mean, this is definitely a throwback outfit.
I like it.
It's tennis shoes and shorts and, it's been a good week. It's been an interesting week at my house. All three children moved back in.
What?
When school was out.
Oh.
I mean, Houston's got a house, but he's like, I'm going to come home. My roommates left. And I was like, all right, cool. Come on, bud. I want you to come back.
He's got a room?
Yeah, he's still got his room.
Okay.
Still got his
furnished?
Room. Yeah, I tried to not do that. I mean, I tried to get everything out and, like, make it something else. John was absolutely not.
No.
Let's stay in that way.
Baby boy's coming back. We need a spot for him to lay his head. Yeah. Got it.
But, and also Macy in Georgia. And then Macy has been in Italy. Or, Georgia has been in Italy.
You're losing track of your children.
She's in Atlanta right now. She'll be home in a little while, fired up to see Georgia again.
She's in Atlanta just flying home.
Yeah, so Georgia was gone, and Macy went to the beach. So they moved in, it was crazy and wild, and then the girls left. Yeah. So it's been an interesting week. I was able to get some things done at the house. That's always cool. A lot of rain this week.
Last couple weeks.
But today's been a great day.
Love that.
Today, it's the official kickoff of May Madness.
May Madness?
Yep, May Madness. So
is that what they call it?
That is what they call it. That's what I call it, at least. And it's when all the college teams, we start the NCAA tournament. And it is madness. There's been some upsets earlier. Muse and I were talking about it. They had a couple teams had to survive, late to win. Some big names were able to pull it off, and so it's good. I think that I want to say maybe 3 1 seeds didn't make it out last year. I looked at this earlier. I think maybe 3 or so. Anyway, I think it's gonna be more this year.
Okay.
I think we're gonna see some. It's gonna be madness, and that's why they call it May Madness. So anyway, so I wrote my letter. It has a little bit to do with that.
Okay.
It's kind of NCAA postseason baseball.
Can't wait to hear it.
I may be a little bit biased here, but a postseason tournament, college that is, without the LSU baseball program, I don't believe is smart.
Yeah.
For the NCAA. As most of y'all know, the Tigers will be at home, not playing at the box, but like at their physical houses for this upcoming NCAA postseason tournament.
Yeah.
Which means also that they don't have a chance to go to Omaha.
Right.
And because of that, Omaha and the tournament is not going to be the same.
Yeah.
Another fact that I'm sure everybody's aware of, if you're not, and you're a note taker, this is a good one to write down.
Write it down.
LSU Baseball leads the league in mutants. And it's not even close.
Okay.
Or super fans.
Oh. God. Yeah.
Not even close.
Yeah.
It's like a 5-to-1 ratio. And that's just the ones you see.
Yeah.
Listen to me.
Like Muse down the third baseline.
There are plenty more that fly under the radar, that carry this flag, that the normal average fan doesn't even know that they're sitting next to one.
You got to hold your tongue when you do it.
In a game that can be slow and boring, the Tiger fans bring some life.
I would do the Birdman whistle, but I can't. I can whistle like this.
That's good enough.
I can't do the one like this. Like
He's got, yeah.
There you go. Like the bandy whistle.
We had the original one.
Oh, yeah. Birdman's the original.
Yeah. Our fans are great. They get hammered before and after the games. They get in fights and stuff. We've seen that on social media. It's awesome.
Yeah.
We're not like the bad heckling type, but our guys will heckle. Like, we'll get after you a little bit.
Yeah.
You know? The tailgating is kind of slacked off a bit but I think we're picking up, like, since the stadium moved. But it's picking back up. I went to a couple games this year early. There were some tents set up.
It's also just a little more spread out than at the old box.
Yeah.
That's really primarily the issue.
Yeah. But they're coming.
At the old box, you just like the people in the behind left field, they just let them leave, go drink a beer at the truck, and come back in.
Come on back in.
They just didn't care.
Yeah.
A little different now.
Our fans are awesome, okay? Is what I'm getting at. The Jello Shot Challenge is going to be brutal this year. And that's just facts. If you look at the way the Tigers, and this is charity now. This is donation. This is giving to those less fortunate.
Food banks, yep.
And they're not letting LSU do that. And I don't think it's very fair. Alcohol sales are going to be down dramatically.
People are going to go hungry.
And there's a chance that people go hungry because LSU's not in postseason baseball.
Mm-hmm.
Dorks like UCLA and Georgia that are in the tournament, their fans stink. They're just not what we are.
They have fans?
Exactly. Listen, there's only one Chris Guillotte on this planet. The K-Lady hasn't missed a game since 1986 AD. And we even got a new guy running around with a championship belt, and somehow he gets front row seats everywhere he goes.
Friggin' loser. Oh, my God.
I got the solution. You ready?
I hate super fans.
Here's
God,
the
they're the worst.
Here's the solution to this whole issue. I think LSU should get an automatic bid every year. Auto bid.
Okay.
All right? Automatic bid. Kind of like in Little League when the team with all the hot moms gets to play at the best times in the tournaments.
That happens.
Yeah. Or like, yeah. Of course it does. Or the parents that donate enough money and their kid somehow gets playing time, but he stinks. Like, I think LSU should be the rich parents or the hot moms of the NCAA baseball.
It's easier going through life as a hot blonde. It just is.
Yeah.
It should be easier for LSU going through life because they're LSU baseball.
They have earned.
Yeah.
LSU baseball has earned the right to be a hot mom.
Yeah. Got it.
And if I'm a business anywhere where Tiger fans could have possibly taken over this postseason, I'm pretty pissed.
No doubt.
So, I think the automatic bid happens.
Okay.
I think we start it with some petitions. I'm going to do a little research on some businesses that are going to suffer.
Yeah.
And then we'll find some folks that could go hungry. We'll start this petition thing, and then we'll send it in NCAA.
Got it.
Sincerely, Ryan.
We're brought to you by Relief Windows and ReliefWindows.com. Windows, doors, siding, shutters, and shades. Relief Windows, ReliefWindows.com. You know, they've got these energy-efficient windows where they'll show, like you can go in there at their showroom and they'll take a regular glass window and one of their energy-efficient glass windows.
Okay.
And they'll put like a bulb, light bulb, and they'll have like a thermostat underneath it so you could see the temperature difference with the regular window and an energy-efficient window. So you think about that every day, compound that every day over the summer and all the warm weather months, and you realize how much money you're going to save on your energy bills. It'll beautify your home, increase the resale value. I don't know why you wouldn't call Relief Windows. Oh, and it comes with a lifetime transferable warranty on labor, material, and glass breakage. So you do it once and you're done. It's Relief Windows and ReliefWindows.com. All right. Texas A&M's losing to Lamar. Shout out Will Davis.
Yeah.
Got the Houston job.
He's going out with a bang. Shout out to Will Davis. I saw that. Good for him.
All right, it's after further review. We will knock out a quick break, come back and do Kick Rocks. And got an update. People were asking about that. Remember that law about the public records for the rev share athletes and all that stuff? Got an update on that. We'll get to that at AFR.
AFR.
YourGoodWood.com. YourGoodWood.com. Gents, doesn't matter how old you are. you want to feel your best, it's not about your age. It's about how you feel. And at Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness, a simple blood test can let you know if you're a candidate for hormone replacement therapy. Now, if you have ED, you suffer from ED, they can help with that as well. But there's so much more than just ED treatments. At Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness, they do hormone replacement therapy. They have dozens of different peptide therapies. If you've heard me and others talk about peptides and you're curious to learn more, go to Goodwood. Schedule a consultation. Go sit down with Gabe over at Goodwood. Walk through your options. Maybe just however you're feeling. Maybe it's the lack of mental clarity. Maybe it's anxiety. Maybe you don't sleep well at night. Maybe you struggle to burn fat or build muscle. Maybe it's recovery from injury that's slow. Whatever it is, there's a way you can feel your best, and Goodwood can help with the lowest prices and never any contracts. YourGoodwood.com.
If your office is experiencing performance issues like slow networks, jammed printers, or disappearing files, Advanced Office Systems may be right for you. With powerful IT solutions, print management, document imaging, and security systems, they help offices regain confidence naturally. Side effects may include uncontrollable efficiency, smoother workflows, and a sudden burst of office joy. Say goodbye to those emotional breakdowns in the supply closet and get back on track with Advanced Office Systems.
Every ounce of Raising Cane's lemonade has been hand-squeezed that day from fresh lemons before being served over our signature crushed ice. Because when you make it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has the new 25 Jeep Grand Cherokee with $15,000 off MSRP.
Plus the 7-year powertrain warranty that comes with all new Bayou vehicles.
If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
We always talk about Insurance Network of Louisiana and getting better coverage for less money, letting them shop so you can save. That's not only true for your home, for your auto, umbrella, flood, all that sort of stuff. It's also true for your business. So if you're a business owner, you have business insurance. When was the last time you shopped? When was the last time your agent shopped? Well, at Insurance Network of Louisiana, they have relationships with some of the top carriers to get you better coverage for less money. And we're talking about any type of business. It doesn't matter if you're a restaurant or a bar, whatever the case may be. If you have business insurance, which you do, let Insurance Network of Louisiana shop to find you better coverage for less money and help your bottom line. 293-0450, 293-0450, 293-0450, or lainsurance.net.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
What's up? Fresh is our turn, baby.
The Riot Radio Hour with Matt Moscona and Ryan Theriot, presented by Alpha Customs.
What if they changed the name from Gucci suit to birthday suit?
It'd be, well,
Gator boots, running around in your birthday suit. Would that be better than a Gucci suit? Wouldn't that song be better? What if you were in Gator boots and your birthday suit?
Well,
could it really be your birthday suit if you're wearing Gator boots? Because you didn't come out wearing Gator boots.
Yeah, but that's okay. I mean, birthday suit and the Gator boots. So that's fine. I don't think it would fit the song, really. I don't know that. I mean, I like it, though.
I like it.
It kind of
I don't know why, but I've always said that. Gator boots, something about your birthday suit. That's how I don't know why.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, crank that up. Crank it up. Oh, you missed it. Oh, it's 4:20. Muse was a little delayed there. I'm cranking it up. Imagine why. Why do you think Muse was a little delayed at 4:20?
Preoccupied.
A little preoccupied?
Yeah. A little busy. Chewing over there. He's chewing. Hit the dispensary, maybe.
Maybe.
You know.
That could be part of it.
Or he's just sad that the Tigers aren't playing.
Or he's watching baseball too, which
very
probably
sad.
There's no baseball on right here.
He's in his feels right now, boycotting baseball.
So then it's just the 420 then.
No.
Yeah, got it. Louisiana legislators have advanced the bill that would hide or would not allow for disclosure of revenue share to student athletes. Like, we know the amount of revenue share, right? The $20.5 million in rev share. Mm-hmm. But those reporters, you might remember, filed suit to try to get those details disclosed. Well, now there are legislators who have filed a bill trying to make sure that stays private. Tell you what I don't like about this.
Okay.
So the reporter who over at the L.A. Illuminator who wrote about this is Piper Hutchinson. Mm-hmm. I remember she's the one who interviewed Wade Roos within 24 hours of him getting the president's job down in New Orleans, and she's the one who asked him about Verge Osbury, and he gave that really unfortunate quote where he was saying, I can't make a decision on an AD, and 24 hours after they'd already said, they were dropping the interim tag. Remember, it created a big kerfuffle. Mm-hmm. Anyway, the lead of her story reads, Louisiana legislators are rapidly advancing a bill that would hide details on how much public money is being paid to college athletes. That is a really leading sentence.
What's her name?
Piper Hutchinson. Okay. Because when you phrase it, hide details on how much public money is being paid to college athletes, the way she's phrasing that has a very negative connotation. I would like to point out that while LSU is a public university, LSU athletics is self-sufficient. LSU athletics does not accept public money from the state of Louisiana. So revenue share, which is what we're discussing here, that $20.5 million that's distributed among players however they choose to do it, right? The 75% to football, 15% to men's basketball, 5% to women's basketball, 5% everywhere else. That's coming from LSU athletics revenue, but that's not state money. That's the LSU athletic department, which is self-funded. So it would be different if taxpayer dollars are funding a road project, the PICU exit, and they're hiding or not disclosing how those funds are spent, who got the contracts, how much it costs. That's public money, right? That's revenue that the state brought in that they spent on this project. The people have a right to know how their money was spent there.
Where are these dollars coming from?
Well, LSU athletics is self-sufficient. It's how they generate revenue. Tickets, TV, all, SEC, partnership.
Hot dogs.
Yeah, all that stuff.
Tiger dogs,
yeah.
Beers.
Yep, all that stuff.
It's not my tax dollars.
No.
But she said.
She's pissed because she's one of the ones that wanted it disclosed. And I struggle to find a reason. And listen, I'm trying to keep an open mind here because there certainly would be a competitive disadvantage of one school disclosing that without everybody disclosing it.
Yeah. Can't do that.
There would be a competitive disadvantage. But I'm trying not to look at it just through an athletics lens. I think we can agree, like, if I think somebody needs to be criticized, I'll criticize them. Almost to my own detriment.
You do that.
I do that. Well, it's fair. If you deserve praise, I'll give you praise.
You
if
do
you
that
deserve
too.
criticism, I'm gonna criticize you.
Yeah, you do that.
If you don't like it, I don't care. Fire me. I'll go do something else. I'll go nail shingles at Parrish. I'll figure something out. We'll do something. But this is one where I go, like, I've really struggled to see the other side of it. Like, why does that need to be disclosed? I don't think it does. So I'm okay with this bill passing and that not being disclosed. Similarly, if there ever comes a point where athletes unionize, they can be considered athletes and they collectively bargain and we learn values of contracts, okay, that's fine too. I struggle to see the point right now in knowing the answer to that question. Like, why do we have to know the answer? And if it's going to be a competitive disadvantage by disclosing that information, then I would say don't disclose it. We know it's $20.5 million of revenue generated by LSU Athletics. It's going back to student athletes. But every line of what every student athlete's getting, I don't think it's essential to know that. I'm open to hearing the other side of it, but I have not heard a compelling case as to why. And if it's public, if what she's saying is public money paid to athletes, that's wrong.
That's just a flat-out misleading statement.
It's not public money.
It's not public money. It's not being hidden.
If LSU Athletics were being subsidized by the state of Louisiana, that would be different. But LSU Athletics, if they have a budgetary shortfall, is subsidized by TAF, which is a private organization which privately raises funds to support LSU Athletics. So again, I'm really struggling to get there with the other side of this one.
With Piper.
It's not just her, but that's a terrible lead that she wrote.
That's
Anyway,
a bad, yeah.
Anyway, it passed the House. It passed the Senate on Tuesday. And because the Senate amended it, it goes back to the House for another vote, and it'll pass there. And when it does, then the governor will sign it into law, and I think it should be. I'd be happy with that. So, all right, it's after further review. We're glad you're hanging out with us here. We are brought to you by Parrish. Speaking of which, we're brought to you by Parrish Construction and Roofing. I didn't do that intentionally, but literally, it's on the sheet right there. What really important to note, speaking of the state of Louisiana, great thing this week, the Louisiana Department of Insurance and the governor announced they are expanding the fortified roof program. So 3,000 more Louisiana homeowners will be awarded grants up to $10,000 to fortify your roof. So the lottery window is going to open June the 1st, right? Through the 19th? Is it the 1st through the 19th? Cool. I'm pretty sure it's the 1st through the 19th. Paul, can you click the link at the very top of the page? Because at the top at parishbuilt.com, the bar right at the top, that'll take you to the LDI website. If you go to parishbuilt.com, the link at the very top of the page will take you to the LDI website. I'm almost positive it opens, I think it's June 1st through the 19th. Anyway, you can fill out your application there, and the really exciting news is that they've added 4 more parishes. It's coastal Louisiana, but they've added Ascension, Livingston, St. Tammany, and Tangipahoa to the already existing coastal parishes on the map to apply. So if you're interested in learning more about a fortified roof and the LDI's lottery for 3,000 more Louisiana homeowners, that'll be awarded grants up to $10,000. You can go to the LDI website to get more info. We have a link at parishbuilt.com if you'd rather navigate through there, parishbuilt.com. There's a bar at the top. It'll take you right to the LDI website. As always, do business with someone you know, Parrish Construction and Roofing. All right, let me do this. We got to grab a break. I know we got Kick Rocks, but we went long there. We got Jonathan Lucroy coming up. So we'll break, come back. We'll talk to Jonathan Lucroy next at AFR.
AFR.
Buying or selling commercial or residential. Think real estate. Think Darren James. Agent225.com. Agent225.com is where you go. Listen, when it comes to working with Darren James, you're working with someone who is committed, pot committed to giving you the absolute best customer service experience ever. one of the biggest complaints from the National Association of Realtors is from homeowners. Hired my agent, they listed my home, never heard from him again. With Darren James, you will never have to worry about that. Be it text, email, call, he is always present, always available, and goes above and beyond to provide exceptional customer service from that first call all the way through the closing table and beyond. Agent225.com, agent225.com. That's the website. You can go there, connect with Darren James. If you need to sell your home, you need the best. You need the top realtor in the state of Louisiana. You need Darren James. Agent225.com.
Think real estate, think Darren James.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
Jordan Faber here with some exciting news. Faber Automotive has officially arrived. We're proud to introduce your new hometown dealership, Faber Chevrolet GMC. That means more inventory, better deals, and the same great local team. Now backed by the trusted Faber family name. Whether you're shopping or servicing, you'll feel the difference from day one. Allow us the opportunity to earn your business.
Fabry Chevrolet GMC. Visit us in St. Francisville or online at FabryChevrolet.com.
If your office is experiencing performance issues like slow networks, jammed printers, or disappearing files, Advanced Office Systems may be right for you. With powerful IT solutions, print management, document imaging, and security systems, they help offices regain confidence naturally. Side effects may include uncontrollable efficiency, smoother workflows, and a sudden burst of office joy. Say goodbye to those emotional breakdowns in the supply closet and get back on track with Advanced Office Systems.
Who bears the standard? Who sets the bar? It's not those satisfied by low-hanging fruit or by taking it easy. Now the standard is set by the best of us, by those who work hard. Dig deeper. Give more. At Sunshine, we're proud to provide John Deere products that work hard for you, the standard bearers. Find the dealer nearest you at sunequip.com.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona. Look, back pain can sideline you from the things you love. That's why I trust Dr. Kevin McCarthy and the team at the Spine Center of Louisiana. Dr. McCarthy doesn't just treat symptoms. He gets to the root of the problem. From advanced injection therapy to minimally invasive surgery, they've got the expertise to get you back in the game. With 5 locations across Louisiana, including...
After Further Review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. The Riot Radio Hour with Matt Moscona and Ryan Theriot, presented by Alpha Customs.
Regional baseball underway. Cajuns are over in Starkville taking on the Cincinnati Bearcats. That's a 6 o'clock first pitch. One of the all-time greats there in Lafayette and great former big leaguer going in the Louisiana Sports Hall of Fame, Jonathan Lucroy. Good enough to join us for a couple of minutes here. Yo, man, how are you?
Hey, how you doing? Thanks for having me, guys.
Big dog, Ryan Theriot here, man. It's awesome to hear your voice and appreciate you coming on. We got a big game this evening. I got a text this morning from a dear friend of mine with a Lucroy jersey on. They were going to the game. I said, man, let me reach out to my guy and see what's going on. So how are things?
Good, brother. Good. How are things going over in Baton Rouge?
Doing awesome, man. So what do you know?
We'd be doing a lot better if LSU's playing baseball.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. We'll get to that in a minute. What do you know about this team? Have you followed them closely at all down there in Lafayette? And are you excited about what's going on?
Yep. So I live in Dallas now, but I got a chance to watch them whenever they played DVU. They took 2 out of 3 from them over there. I went down to Lafayette about a month ago to do the on-field thing for the number retirement, whatever, and thing they had for me. And so I got to watch them play. I got to check them out. I mean, they're a scrappy little team, you know. And Rhino, you know this. I mean, you know how this is. You know, it's like, man, the best team doesn't win the College World Series or the World Series. The hottest team does.
That's right.
And so hopefully they can get hot and they can go far. That's what I'll be hoping for.
Well, you got a couple guys on the team in particular that I'm excited to watch personally because I've kind of seen them grow up. You know, Sawyer Pruitt, who's from right here in the area, one of their arms has done a great job, a freshman, and then also Noah Lewis, who went to a school from the guy sitting to the right of me, Catholic High, which he likes to remind everybody of that as well. And both of those guys have done great. And then my guy, Lee Amadi, who's been over there for 4 years now. He's first base, third base, done amazing. Definitely going to play pro ball. So you've got some prospects out there. The shortstop's a good player. Is there anybody that kind of jumps off the page for you?
You know, our young catcher is really good. He's a freshman, but hopefully he stays there next year. But he's a pretty good little player. You know, I didn't get a chance to watch much of it because I was busy, but, you know, their BP is always super impressive. So, you know, they have I think these guys, a team full of grinders, and a lot of guys are kind of ones contributing and helping out. And, you know, but I like to, of course, I'm biased towards the catchers, of course, but I like to watch him. He's a good little player.
Imagine the former big league catcher being the Cajun catcher catching his eye, no doubt. Hey, man, by the way, congrats on the election to the Louisiana Sports Hall of Fame. It's going to be a cool ceremony. What did that honor mean for you?
It meant a lot. I mean, the UL athletic director called me last year, at the end of last fall, and you know, he let me know they were going to do it, and you know, Anthony Babineau, who coached me whenever I was there, he reached out as well, and he's still the director of ops for UL. So, you know, it meant a lot. It's a huge honor. I mean, obviously, you know, I got to hang out with Paul Maneri this past couple weekends ago at a golf tournament. Really like him a lot. And, you know, there's just guys like Nick Saban and all the dudes, you know, Shaq and Drew Brees and, you know, Ron Guidry. I mean, it's pretty cool. And Rhino, we got to get you in there, dude.
Yeah. I mean, listen, it's been discussed. It's been discussed,
yeah.
And we got a few roadblocks, but we're working through them.
Oh man, I think, dude, come on, dude. Yeah. Like you got to be in there. We'll get you in there.
It's so Jonathan, I've actually been able to vote the last couple of years. So I was there when you were elected. It's I can assure you this. It is a very, very thorough process. And old Mr. The Right here is on the ballot. He's come up. I don't mind saying that. I'm not at liberty to disclose much, but it's an incredible. You should take it as an incredible honor because, man, you look through the list of people that make the ballot, and you're like, well, yes to everybody. I mean, it's like, how do you start to weed through the people on this ballot, which is just amazing. So really is a great honor. I mean, you know, you've been out of the game for, I guess, about a half decade now.
5 years.
Do you miss it? Do you miss playing?
Not really. No.
Interesting.
To be honest with you, no. I love the game. I like coaching the game. I really, really enjoy coaching it just because my son's 8, and so I'm coaching his team. And then I coach at a local high school here in Dallas. And so did some work for Team USA, did some special assistant work for the Brewers. And I try to stay involved. I have a couple catchers that are going Division I that I kind of mentor. And, you know, that's part of my business side as well. But, like, I help one kid's going to Auburn, one kid's going to East Carolina. So, you know, it's really nice to be able to coach and give back that way. I don't miss playing as much just because, you know, I got beat up, dude. And behind the plate, you get your butt kicked every day. And, I mean, heck, last weekend I was at the Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, and they were playing like a little alumni game deal and for like a Memorial Day thing. And I caught one inning and we got rained out. But that one inning, I'm like, screw this. I don't know what this is brutal. I took a foul ball off the mask, and I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. It's terrible.
Oh, man.
I want to coach it now.
I mean, you did so much. Like, you play a decade in the show. I mean, obviously, you're going to get to do a lot of cool things. You got to play in the World Baseball Classic as well. Like, what was maybe just that whole experience of being in the WBC, and maybe a thought on how it's grown as an event?
Dude, I mean, I tell people this all the time when they ask about it. And, it's honestly, like, I had some good times in college. I had a lot of really good times in pro ball. But I tell you, the World Baseball Classic was the greatest baseball experience of my life. And it was so special to be able to put on your country's colors and wear it. By the way, we're not being paid anything. There's a little revenue sharing on the back end if you like make the final game, but it's not like if you win a World Series how much money you get. It's legit. Like, you're out there playing to win. And you're out there playing to get a gold medal. I mean, and you're representing your country, which is a lot of pride in that for me, and I know for every other player that's in the WBC. I mean, it's really a special experience, and I encourage people to go to the games and watch if you can get tickets. Dude, go to the games. Go to one of the games in Miami when they play Venezuela or Puerto Rico or Dominican or something. I mean, it's insane. It's literally insane. It's like a soccer match out there. It's so loud. And the environment is just so special, and it's unrivaled, in my opinion, just from the culture perspective. So it's really cool, and it's a great memory. I mean, I have a gold medal from 2017, and it's probably the most prized, or one of the most prized baseball pieces of memorabilia that I own. So it's pretty cool.
It was awesome, man. Yeah, by the way, I mean, this past year, obviously with Houston, in Houston, again, U.S. against Mexico in Houston was a madhouse. I mean, that was just –
oh, yeah.
I mean, that was insane as the popularity continues to grow. Hey, you got a thought on Skeens? What would it be like to catch him?
Well, I mean, look, I mean, I caught Scherzer. Like Skeens to me profiles as a young Scherzer, the way Max would throw when he was younger. And I didn't catch Max when I was younger. Obviously, this is from a observational perspective, but Skeens he's a freak, and I love that he's a veteran. I love that. I think that's so awesome. The guy's out there doing it, man, and so he's legit, and hopefully, he can compete for a championship one of these days. I mean, he's in a tough place in Pittsburgh, and I'm hoping that he can get somewhere where he can get an opportunity to go out and try to win a championship, because the guy has a lot of talent, and it's definitely fun being able to watch him.
Yeah, we got to get him out of Pittsburgh, bro. Come on, man. What are we doing?
Yes.
Anywhere else. Last one, man, then we'll let you go. It's kind of a sad day here in Baton Rouge because the Tigers are not playing baseball right now. I want to get your thoughts on hanging a banner one year and then the next year not even making the tournament, and kind of the state that college baseball is in with NIL and the portal, and how fast things can change, right?
Yeah. I mean, look, I think it's so hard to be sustainable year over year with NIL because, look, I mean, it's, you have a kid that has a great year, and then someone else comes in and says, hey, we'll pay you double what LSU or UL, like I think the mid-majors are the biggest target because you're going to have 1 or 2 kids that are studs that are going to get, a team, like an SEC team or something come in and be like, hey, here's $1 million, And I had a conversation with Jim Schlossennagel about this right after he went over to Texas from A&M, and we had just played them in the regional. This was a couple of years ago, and they beat us in the regional. And he said, I asked him, I said, what was your NIL budget? He said, $5 million. I was like, holy crap. You know what UL's was? $50,000. Okay. Wow. And I mean, that's just the reality. I'm not sure. I don't know what LSU is, but I'm assuming it's pretty high, but still, like if you trying to budget it out and you're trying to spread it around where they can capture and retain a lot of these guys. I mean, Rhino, this is almost this is basically pro ball. And he's got free. The difference is that you're a free agent every year.
Yeah, that's what I yell and scream about. We fought so hard to get to be able to negotiate your contract and be a free agent. These kids are free agents every season, and so that's
every season.
Yeah,
dude.
That's the thing to me that has to kind of be adjusted. And then you swing and miss too, right? Like you've seen the guys that have gotten paid, they've gotten broke off, and then all of a sudden they stink. Well, I mean, that's a real thing. Now you're telling an 18, 19-year-old kid, hey, here's $1 million. Go play hard. Yeah, I'm good. I'm going to go.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go buy a new truck and kind of hang out this year. So.
Yeah, I think that, for me, it's about, I wish that they would only, look, I don't have a problem with guys transferring. I don't have a problem with guys getting paid. What I think is that there needs to be legislation or something come down where it's like, hey, you get to transfer one time. There's a one-time limit transfer, and then after that, you got to stick it out. Versus like let's go be a mercenary every year, and just go where I get paid the most, whether I win or I lose. And it's just I don't know. I just think there's better ways. There's a middle ground for it for me. And it's tough to build culture around that too. I mean, how important clubhouse culture is. Like when my freshman year in college, we had like 18 seniors or something insane like that.
Mm-hmm.
And, you don't have leadership. I mean, I'm going to guess, this is just my guess, and again, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm going to guess last year at LSU, you guys had a bunch of veterans, right? You had a bunch of veterans, or you had a bunch of great players that either transferred out or they graduated, or they got drafted. And so the veteran leadership in the clubhouse, and Ryan knows this really well, but it's super important. It dictates the culture of your club. It dictates the tempo. It dictates the tone of your club. All the things, the expectation, and around working every day and practicing and playing hard and, not being stupid, off the field. And, that culture is super important. And, whenever you have teams like LSU who, you guys, like you said, hung a banner last year, then this year it's like you don't even make the playoffs. You got to ask yourself, why did that happen? Like, what pieces did we lose? What impact did those pieces have on our team to help us get to the playoffs, right? So I don't know. I think there's a lot of – it's so hard, because you're not going to – if you can only pay a kid $25K and then some other school comes along and says, hey, we'll give you $300,000. I mean, what's the kid supposed to do? Say no? I mean,
take the money.
Like, what will we all do?
Take the money.
In that instance.
Yeah.
Right? That's what I got.
Jonathan Lucroy. Hey, man, enjoy the baseball this weekend. Look forward to seeing you up at the Louisiana Sports Hall of Fame this summer. Congrats again, man. We appreciate the time today.
I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, buddy.
It's our pleasure. Jonathan Lucroy, one of the all-time greats. No doubt he'll be pulling for the Cajuns. They retired his number 21 this year, and he's going to the Louisiana Sports Hall of Fame. So big year for Jonathan Lucroy. It's after further review. Hey, let's knock out our final break of hour number 2. We'll come back. We'll do Ask Ryan. So get your questions in. Email us, tweet us, text 225-396-4400, 396-4400. It's AFR.
AFR.
Weekend's upon us. Great time to get by Clegg's Nursery. So bypass the big box store and go see our friends at Clegg's Nursery. You need flowers? Go to Clegg's. You need mulch? Go to Clegg's. You need soil, bag or bulk? Go to Clegg's. What about bug spray? What about the Aeon mosquito barrier I tell you about all the time? For about $30, you could be done with mosquitoes 90 days at a time. Simple. All you do, it's like a size of a track baton. Pop off the top, got granules in it. You fill it up with water, shake it, hang it on your property line. Done with mosquitoes 90 days at a time. If it doesn't work, well, then you're out $30. But it works in my house. It's the only thing we use. We got a pool and water behind our house. We don't have a mosquito problem. It's all at Clegg's. So get on by and see our friends at any of the 4 Clegg's Nursery locations in the greater Baton Rouge area. They've been serving Baton Rouge for 6 decades. So buy local, shop local. Tell them Matt sent you in to Clegg's Nursery.
After a decade of working in private duty nursing, I know how hard it can be to find compassionate care for the ones that you love the most. So I started Decision Critical, a premier concierge nursing agency, so we can take care of you wherever you are. Our highly skilled nurses provide exceptional care from the comfort of your own home with personalized packages for short-term, long-term, or even around-the-clock care. Visit us at decisioncriticalbr.com and give us a call today to get started.
At Parrish, we take pride in building roofs that last, because in Louisiana, toughness isn't just on the court, it's in your home too.
Parrish Construction and Roofing. ParrishBuilt.com.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here, we eat out here, we watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient. And you will have your pool in no time.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact.
After Further Review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The Riot Radio Hour with Matt Moscona and Ryan Theriot, presented by Alpha Customs.
Wrapping up hour number 2. Get your questions in. Email us, tweet us, text us, 225-396-4400, 396-4400, 396-4400, or you can text the station line at 499-1045. Sean says, ask Ryan, did Paul Skeens really have to pitch against Tulane? What would your NIL evaluation have been when you played at LSU?
Man, I don't know. I wouldn't have been a guy that probably broke the bank. What was the Skeens question?
Did he really have to pitch against Tulane? He's referencing the regional that year. Jay threw Skeens in the opening game, the 1-4 game against Tulane.
Absolutely, he did.
No, he didn't. It was stupid.
I loved it.
It was stupid. It worked. So whatever. Or let's say this: it didn't hurt you, but that's like, I think the way I described it was like that was like killing a squirrel with a bazooka.
Yeah.
There was just no point to do it.
Let's get him.
Hang on. Ray asked Ryan, would you rather have an all-star catcher batting .275 or an average first baseman batting .325?
All-star catcher.
Yeah, I'd much rather have an all-star on my team.
Yeah.
Especially at that position. Mark! Will Ryan invest in Babbel to communicate with Will Wade's team?
That's pretty good, yeah.
I think one thing that's interesting is, like, the rest of the world is typically bilingual. Like, we're the self-centered idiots in this country that only speak English and think everyone should speak English because we do.
Hey,
everywhere else in the world, they're bilingual.
Did the guy that played pro ball for a couple years that we signed, is he gonna play?
There's like 5 of them.
Yeah, are they gonna play? Maybe.
I think there's 2, RJ Lewis and Yam Madar are the 2 that I think are up in the air. They're gonna go to court over Lewis, which I hate. Y'all know how I feel about that. And I think Yam Madar he's 25 years old, but I think he should be eligible because he was delayed because of his military service. Like, that's an appeal he should win. Yeah. And the other ones, there's nothing that anyone else isn't already doing. 22-year-old guy that played pro internationally is now coming to play college. I mean, talked about it a bunch. That happens all over college basketball. People just melting because it's Will Wade.
Can we do that in other sports?
No. Ask Ryan. Watched the 30 for 30 the other day on Armando Galarraga getting robbed of his perfect game on the missed call at first base. Do you think he's as famous as he is now if that call was made correctly?
Probably not.
I actually have thoughts on that because when that happened, it was Jim Joyce was the first base ump who kicked the call. I do have a lot of thoughts on that. Eric asked Ryan, favorite patriotic movie?
Man, that's a good one. I watched Glory. I watched Glory the other night. It was really good.
Ask Ryan, favorite type of taco?
I'm just an old school traditional taco guy.
Ask Ryan, what band or singer that's no longer around or alive would you most like to have seen perform?
What's the Kurt Cobain?
Nirvana?
Yeah, Nirvana.
That'd have been great.
Yeah.
Led Zeppelin. Oh.
Led Zeppelin
in their heyday? Oh. Knowing what I know now? Oh, man. Hour 3 after Sports Center.
AFR.
Brought to you by Shawbills Tire and Auto Service. ShawbillsTire.com. ShawbillsTire.com. Hey, remember, they're going to sell you name brand tires at wholesale prices. As a matter of fact, they guarantee it. If you buy tires at Shawbills and you find them advertised somewhere else cheaper, they'll refund you 125% of the difference. Like right here, here's a deal they have currently going on Bridgestone, where you can get up to $310 off a set of Bridgestone tires. You want all the info? It's up on their social media. It's at ShawbillsTire.com. ShawbillsTire.com to get all the deets. The bottom line is they're going to sell you the best tires on the road at the cheapest price possible. So many times we don't even know if it's time to change our tires because we don't bring our vehicle in. We don't know how to check the tread. So bring it to Shawbills, especially if you're hitting the road this summer on a family vacation. Take the vehicle to Shawbills. ShawbillsTire.com. Shawbills, we keep you rolling.
Transform your living space with Lacoste & Young Remodeling and take your home from outdated to outstanding. Redefine your kitchen for the ultimate culinary experience or elevate your daily routine with a spa-worthy bathroom retreat. Our skilled team brings 3D modeling to life to ensure your vision becomes a reality. We believe luxury should be accessible and offer tailored solutions to fit your budget without compromising quality. So contact us today for a free estimate. Lacoste & Young Remodeling, providing perfect solutions for your dream home.
Every Raising Cane's chicken finger is marinated, battered by hand, and cooked to order to perfection. We don't have heat lamps, because when you make it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has the new 25 Jeep Grand Cherokee with $15,000 off MSRP.
Plus the 7-year powertrain warranty that comes with all new Bayou vehicles.
If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona. Look, back pain can sideline you from the things you love. That's why I trust Dr. Kevin McCarthy and the team at the Spine Center of Louisiana. Dr. McCarthy doesn't just treat symptoms. He gets to the root of the problem. From advanced injection therapy to minimally invasive surgery, they've got the expertise to get you back in the game. With 5 locations across Louisiana, including right here in Baton Rouge, quality care is close to home. Call the Spine Center of Louisiana or visit spinela.com and tell them Matt sent you.
I'm Gabrielle McLeod on behalf of the Louisiana Propane Dealers. I have spent hundreds of hours preparing for scholarship competitions. That preparation paid off when I won the Fitness and Talent Awards along with the title of Miss Louisiana. The Louisiana propane dealers are also pretty talented and want you to be prepared for when the power goes out. Visit louisianapropane.com to find out about propane generators and other safety tips. Louisiana Propane, it truly is the fuel for our future.
Looking for the ultimate.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Nick DeLuca, new top decision maker in Philadelphia. Cavaliers general manager Mike Gansey has agreed to become the new president of basketball operations for the 76ers. Gansey joined the Cavs front office back in 2011, former executive of the year in the G League, promoted to assistant GM back in 2017, eventually elevated to general manager in 2022. Former Warriors GM Bob Myers ran the job search as a member of Harris Blitzer Sports and Entertainment. The Magic are hiring Spurs assistant Sean Sweeney. The two sides finalizing a deal will replace Jamal Mosley, spent this past season as San Antonio's lead assistant, running the defense, guiding an improvement from 25th to 3rd in the NBA's defensive efficiency rankings. In baseball, Brewers reliever Abner Uribe suspended one game for an inappropriate gesture toward the Cardinals dugout after a strikeout earlier this week. Uribe appealing the suspension.
ESPN Radio is presented by Progressive Insurance. Progressive Commercial Insurance flexes to fit your business's needs. From quick repairs to adjustable coverages and even payment options, Progressive Commercial makes it easy to get what you need. Quote today in as little as 8 minutes at progressivecommercial.com.
Matt Moscona.
I'm very important.
After further review.
Say it one more time.
After further review with Matt Moscona.
And here we go.
Live from the Raising Cane studio.
Let's rock! You can't handle the
Riot Radio Hour.
Let's do that again.
Guess who's back again?
I want some more.
The Riot Radio Hour.
Well, let's start the insanity. Giddy up.
With Matt Moscona and Ryan Theriot. Presented by the Spine Center of Louisiana.
Let me find out your way and spank the hide your gut.
Hour 3, off we go. Welcome aboard. Glad you're with us. AFR, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. I'm Matt.
This is Shaq O'Neal, and I hate Matt.
Paul O'Neal.
They're chanting Paul O'Neal's name.
You Hey! And Theriot. We're here. Glad you are as well. Get out there and make it a good one. Yeah, bro. What happening? Baseball happening right now. Get you updated on some of the scores. Washington State has beaten Oregon State there in the Eugene Regional. Nebraska's up on South Dakota State right now 2-0. The big thing that's brewing Aggies, last check, we're down 5-0 against Will Davis's Lamar Cardinals. Southland got 5 teams. Sunbelt got 5 teams in the field. It's 5-3 right now through 6. So see if Lamar can hang on and pull the upset over the Aggies. Look, y'all know me. I ain't a cheer for the conference guy. I don't want to see A&M, Florida, Georgia, Ole Miss. I don't need any. Well, I don't want any of these teams. Bama, Auburn. I want them all to lose. I'd rather see Lamar go win the national championship than any team from the SEC.
That's right.
Ain't nobody need bragging rights. Nobody needs to hang a banner. Don't need anybody flexing.
So who you pulling for? You pulling for Lamar?
Nobody.
UL?
For anybody. I always like to see the Louisiana
I'm
schools.
cheering for UL. Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, sure. Mm-hmm. I like to see. You going for Louisville?
University of Louisiana at Lafayette.
Oh, ULL.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, yeah, hell yeah, man. I love to see Louisiana schools do well. So, yeah, of course I will, man.
We got any other ones in?
No.
Tulane in?
Tulane was not very good this year.
So no Southeastern, no Tech?
Southeastern got upset in their conference tournament.
So it's just the Cajuns.
See.
Man. Just don't dye your hair, boys. If any of y'all are listening, which I'm sure you guys are. Game time's in an hour. I'm sure the team's listening to this. Last time the Cajuns were there, they dyed their hair. It didn't work out good for them in Omaha.
I fundamentally disagree. They went on a great run, got to Omaha, pulled an upset in Omaha.
Dyed their hair.
They dyed their hair before they got there.
I know, but it just never works, man.
But it did work. It got them to Omaha.
No, it didn't.
Were they ever there before, and have they been there since?
And did they dye their hair since? That's a good question. I don't know the answer to that.
I learned something today, that none of your children were born in Louisiana. We're in the top of the hour break there and was talking about my trip to Arizona.
They weren't.
And we're talking about it because Theriot played a lot of spring training in Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're riding around, so I've been to Arizona before. It's the first extended time that I've spent in that area. Phoenix, Scottsdale.
Did you like it?
Phoenix downtown sucks.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why is you realize Arizona as a state is only 100 years old. Like Arizona became a state in 1912. So it's a little more than 100 years old. There's just not like a lot. Last year we did this trip, me, my brother-in-law, and my nephew, went to Boston. And we did all of the historic sites, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you even think about Louisiana. You go to New Orleans or parts of Louisiana, even though, the Louisiana Purchase was early 1800s, Louisiana has been settled for 400 years.
Mm-hmm.
So there is a lot of history and historical places in the state. You just don't have a lot of that there, which is fine. But the downtown, there's just not a lot to see, I guess is the point. So the first couple of days we stayed downtown because we went to the ball game to see Diamondbacks played the Rockies. How about, dude, by the way, Marte and Carroll with the Diamondbacks, the studs who nobody knows who they are.
Fun to watch.
Nobody knows who they are.
I mean, look, I love Carroll. Love Carroll.
And was it Kettle Marte?
Yeah.
He hit a monster homer in that game. Those two dudes are awesome.
They are.
I mean, like the only name you would have recognized, that a casual baseball fan would have recognized was Nolan Arenado.
Arenado, yeah. Who's doing okay?
He's doing okay. He's at the end of his career. He might be a Hall of Famer, but that's the only name that anybody really would have recognized. But still, it was fun. It was fun to watch. Go to the ball game. Nice ballpark, just kind of sterile. Honestly, if you had blindfolded me, dropped me down the concourse, taken off the blindfold, then where are you? I'd have said Houston. It's amazing.
Okay.
The design of the park is almost identical to Houston.
Yeah.
I don't know if you felt that when you played there, but they are, from a fan perspective, like dimensions, sight lines, concourse, amenities. It was like it looked almost identical to Houston. So, but anyway, you checked the box, went to the ballpark, and then we went up to Scottsdale for a couple days, played golf at TPC TPC Scottsdale, which is great. That's where they have the Waste Management Open. Beautiful course. We played with a guy who I'll say his name. Jason McGee is his name. He's a golf pro who's from Franklinton. Was the golf pro at Pelican Point. Was living in New Orleans. Was the golf pro at Pelican Point when Katrina hit. Well, there was like an all-call out in that community. Like it wasn't so many. Like, were there any displaced golf pros? So his home flooded in New Orleans, so he didn't have anywhere to go. So he went to Scottsdale, got a job, planned to stay for a year, and never left.
Wow.
So he's been a golf pro in Arizona for the last 20 years. Friend of a friend, we connected. So he played with us. He was our fourth in our foursome on Monday there at TPC. He's played the course 100. I think he said he's played the course 400 times. He plays golf every day of his life, obviously as a golf pro. But we had a great time, man, and it was really cool to kind of have. It was almost like having a tour guide on the course. Someone who's played the course so much, who's played tour events there, has been to the Waste Management Open a bajillion times, and anyway, we had a great time. But Scottsdale we were talking about because you said Macy was born there.
Mm-hmm.
So
Chandler Regional. That's where she was born.
In Chandler, Arizona. Okay. Yep. People mess this up all the time. So you are literally a native of the place you were born. It's not where you grow up. It's not your hometown. You are a native of wherever you were born. So I was born at Lakeside Hospital in Metairie. I am a Metairie, Louisiana native.
Yeah, shout out.
Right?
Yeah. Good.
So you said Macy was born in Chandler, Arizona.
Yep.
Georgia was born in Chicago?
Yep. Georgia's a Chicago native.
In Chicago or a suburb?
She was born at Northwestern. So.
Oh, she's born at Northwestern in Chicago. Wow.
Yeah.
What's her birthday?
So Georgia is July 15th.
During the season, July 15th. Yes. Boy, July birthdays, bro. I'm the 8th. Drew's the 18th. Erica's the 30th. We have like 8. We have like 8 July birthdays in our family.
In your family.
It's the most. It's the month of the year where I make the least amount of money because it's the summer and it's just whatever. It's not like football season when there's so much going on. I make the least amount and spend the most because it's vacation.
Yeah, right.
It's vacations and there's a birthday every other day.
Yep.
So it's like July sucks.
Yeah.
July sucks. But I love the summer. Yeah. So Georgia was born is a Chicago native.
Mm-hmm.
Macy is a Chandler, Arizona native.
Yep.
And you said Houston was born in Tennessee?
Jackson, Tennessee.
They have like just a regional hospital?
Little bitty. Yep. Houston was born in Jackson, Tennessee. Little bitty hospital he was, man.
I mean, that is so wild, dude. None of your kids were born here. Drew's a Houston. My son's a Houston native.
Drew's a Houston.
Yeah, I mean, we went to Texas Children's when he was born. When he had all those issues, so he was born at TCH at Texas Children's. So, how about that?
That's funny. Yeah.
Hopefully this is a good lesson for people to learn about being a native.
Yeah.
Because people say people misuse native all the time. Like you're a native of the place you are born. That's it.
Let me ask you a question. We haven't talked about this because you were pretty concerned about the back holding up. How are we feeling? How so far so good?
Good, man.
Okay.
I mean, listen. So I don't want to bore people with this, but I've had chronic back pain for years, and so I started to think I hadn't played a round of golf in about 3 years. Mm-hmm. I think it'd been we played 9 holes on Christmas Eve like 3 years ago at Santa Maria. I think this is the last time I played even 9 holes. Because rotation, I slipped discs, and it's a bad thing, so I just haven't played. But we're going on this trip, and I really wanted to play. I mean, it's a PGA course, and so I went and saw Crystal Poche, who I've talked about for years, Restored Motions. If you have pain, like shout out, 10 out of 10, full endorsement, book a session. You've seen Crystal.
Oh, she's amazing.
So restoredmotions.com is her website. Just book a session. Just trust me. And so I went and saw. I booked her like every Friday for like 6 weeks leading up to the round. And she was like, all right, look, swing on Thursdays. Like get a club and swing. They don't overdo it, but just swing. So then I could see how your body shifts, and then we'll kind of put you back in place and tell you how to, figure and all. And man, I made it. I made it through. Now the next day I was sore as hell because
back was sore or just body?
My whole body.
Okay, good.
Sore.
Yeah.
I mean, back, but like, dude, my lats. I mean, just when you haven't done that motion.
How many holes did you play?
We played 18.
Oh.
And I played. I didn't scramble. So James and my nephew and my brother-in-law scrambled, and then Jason McGee, the pro, wanted to play his shots, and so I was riding with Jason, so I played my shot. So, and that's pro. I hadn't played a round of golf in 3 years. Now I'd been to the range and I'd hit a little bit, and that is it's a freaking really hard course, dude.
Yeah.
So needless to say, your boy was swinging a bit.
Yeah.
So the next day, bro, I was, really sore. But that's not an Advil couldn't knock out.
Yeah.
So
that's awesome, man.
So BPC 157 and Crystal Poche, I would say, got me through that round.
That's awesome.
So shout out, dude, Goodwood. I tell you all the time, like when we talk about peptides, I take peptides. I think they're amazing. Mm-hmm. And BPC 157 it helps with like tissue repair, recovery. I'm telling you, like I've been injecting BPC 157 in my back for probably a year now, and it's been remarkable just how much better I feel. How I've avoided slipping discs and bad injuries. But what I started doing, man, is like one of my swings. I've had shoulder issues from baseball, younger, whatever, and I really hurt something in my shoulder. Like it's been really sore. I probably have like just lots of scar tissue in there, just shredded. So I've been injecting my shoulder this week. So kind of get that thing back and rolling. But yeah, I feel good, man. Feel good. I'd love to go play again, man. I think I'll be able to. That gives me the confidence to know I can go.
You can go play.
I can go make it through a round. I got to be careful, right? I can't be careless and reckless, but I can make it through a round, which is really cool because I love to play, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah. All right, it's after further review. We're glad you're with us. We're brought to you by Lee Michaels Fine Jewelry, lmfj.com. lmfj.com. For Lee Michaels Fine Jewelry, weekend's upon us. Maybe you're starting to do some shopping. Maybe you're like me and you got a busy, expensive month coming up in July with all these birthdays. Or maybe you're thinking of popping the question, hey, look, there's something for every occasion over at Lee Michaels. Beautiful diamond engagement rings. Maybe it's a necklace, a watch, a bracelet, pendant earrings, gorgeous timeless pearls. They've got everything over at Lee Michaels. So shop them online at lmfj.com, lmfj.com, Lee Michaels Fine Jewelry, or walk into any of their locations. Baton Rouge, Lafayette, New Orleans, Shreveport, and online at lmfj.com for Lee Michaels Fine Jewelry. Thrill her with a gift in the red box from Lee Michaels Fine Jewelry. All right, it's after further review. Baseball is going on, although LSU's not playing. We do have the updated MLB draft top 200 from MLB Pipeline, and there's a few LSU players on it. There are a lot of LSU signings.
Oh, don't say that.
A lot, bro.
Don't say that.
I mean, a lot.
I mean, is it like a numbers game, though? Like, we could say, okay, let's just get as many as we can, and we'll get some? That's what I think.
We'll go through it. Don't you move it, Save our.
After further review.
Brought by the Watermark and the Renaissance. Watermark downtown, Renaissance Southtown. Renaissance Baton Rouge right there on Bluebonnet, sprawling, gorgeous hotel. Hey, listen, football season is going to be here before you know it. So it's probably time to start getting some reservations if you're coming in from out of town. If you're an LSU fan, you live out of town, you're coming in for a home game, where are you going to stay? Book your hotel at Renaissance Baton Rouge. It's on Bluebonnet, right near the interstate, easy access to campus via I-10, and the hotel's gorgeous. I mean, beautiful, spacious guest rooms and all the amenities. Pool, workout facility, Tallulah, the restaurant, right there in the lobby of Renaissance Baton Rouge. Awesome indoor-outdoor flow with the bar. If you need meeting rooms, for business meetings, whatever it may be, Renaissance Baton Rouge has all of it. So make sure you book your room today at Renaissance Baton Rouge for this fall for those home games. It's Renaissance Baton Rouge.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
After a decade of working in private duty nursing, I know how hard it can be to find compassionate care for the ones that you love the most. So I started Decision Critical, a premier concierge nursing agency, so we can take care of you wherever you are. Our highly skilled nurses provide exceptional care from the comfort of your own home with personalized packages for short-term, long-term, or even around-the-clock care. Visit us at decisioncriticalbr.com and give us a call today to get started.
Men, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
Sometimes you ignore the signs, even when they're right in front of you. Problem gambling isn't always easy to spot. Know the signs. Set your limit. Learn more about healthy gambling habits by visiting us online or text or call for free confidential help now.
Looking for cleaner energy? Propane is energy for everyone. And when you're cooking with clean, affordable propane, you're cooking with gas. In the wintertime, nothing heats a home like Louisiana propane. And when you need hot water, propane's got you covered. Oh, and you won't regret that propane generator when the power goes out. I'm Miss Louisiana, Gabrielle McLeod, and to find more information and to find a propane dealer near you, visit louisianapropane.com.
Every Raising Cane's chicken finger is marinated, battered by hand, and cooked to order to perfection.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. The Riot Radio Hour with Matt Moscona and Ryan Theriot, presented by the Spine Center of Louisiana.
All right, the MLB Pipeline Top 200 is out. MLB.com's ranking the top 200 prospects for this upcoming draft. 3 LSU players on it and 13 LSU signees are on it. Let's go through this. I want to get your thoughts on what they should do. Let's go through this. I want to get your thoughts on what they should do.
Okay, I'm trying.
Let's go through this.
I'm pulling it up.
No, let's go. I'll tell you.
I want to see it.
Where's your laptop?
I didn't bring it today.
Or your tablet?
Okay, I'm ready. Wait. Okay, yep, I'm ready.
All right. Derek Curiel is 12th on the list.
Okay. Derek Curiel is 12th on the list. Yes, he is. I see it right here. Okay, I believe you. That means he's not going to be a Tiger next year.
He sat in the chair you're sitting in right now 48 hours ago and said he hasn't made up his mind. He actually used the term, it sucks. That, like, he's like, I missed the deadline by a month. Normally people say, like, I missed the deadline, meaning they're not able to go.
I made it by a month.
Yeah. He's saying he missed the deadline, so he is draft. Like, he's basically saying he didn't want to be draft eligible. So I think there's some pull here for him to stay. But if he's the 12th pick, the slot value for the 12th pick, that's the Angels, it's $5.8 million. Like, if he's a top 15 pick, bro, I will kick him out of Baton Rouge. I'm going to go find him, and I'm going to lock him out of his house and be like, leave. Bye.
Yeah, I mean, you saw it. You've seen it before with, like, pitchers. I mean, I've seen it a few times with guys.
High school guys, not college guys.
Yeah, it's like, man, you almost got, I hate to say that, but you almost have to go. It is not, I mean, okay, so let's say he moved up to, 6, where the top
6
high
is
school outfielder on this list.
6 is $7.7 million slot value.
Yeah, he's got to go.
Got to go.
Yeah, that's not worth the risk.
All
right, who's next?
Jake Brown is 55 on the list.
Okay, that's interesting.
55 slot value is 1.7. I think Jake Brown will get $2 million. I think he'll sign, and he should. He'll get $2 million somewhere along the way. Someone will give him 2 plus, right? I think he'll sign. Do you agree? He's a junior. He's not coming back. Not going to lose his draft leverage.
So, yeah, and he's a steal, by the way. So whoever drafts him is getting a major leaguer.
Yes.
Like, he's a steal. If he falls to 55, I would be shocked. I think he's going to go higher than people think.
I agree. Someone is going to pay him over $2 million.
Yes, and he will not be back.
Devin Sheeran is the only other one on the list, and this is something I know a lot of LSU fans are going to look at that, and they're going to go, how is that possible? It's a thing we try to explain all the time, but the baseball draft is different than every other sport. Baseball is drafting prospects. You could speak to this better than I can, but they are looking for a skill set that is projectable. And you said it from, like, the first game of the season, you thought Devin Sheeran was nasty.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
So when you look at a prospect, why do you think Sheeran's a prospect?
Kind of crossfire motion, unconventional, weird delivery. He throws 1 billion miles an hour, and he's got a really good breaking ball. The reason why he's not like a sub-1 ERA is because his misses are bad. Like, he misses right down the middle of the plate, which can get better. But his stuff is really, really good, and he's weird. Like, his motion is weird.
So at 141, that's at the top of round 5. The slot value there is 526. So he'll get $500,000 probably, somewhere around there.
So if I'm a pitcher, I'm going. I don't know if he's had surgery yet. A lot of these kids have.
He tore his knee
before
last season. So he had ACL surgery.
Yeah.
So he was supposed to pitch last year when he came in from Mount St. Mary's. What's that? No, not arm. And so then, so he was back this year and obviously through the season.
Yeah. I think he probably goes, unless He can dangle the "you're going to be a starter" carrot if he wants to be a starter.
It's hard to imagine that.
I agree. I agree. But I mean, look, you take him and where's his value? How does he move up if he's a starter? I don't know. If he's my kid, I'm saying go. But if he has a chance to start, he could definitely move up. Just saying.
There are 13 LSU baseball signees in the top 200.
That's a lot.
And so, yes. So this comes down to the thing where if you're Jay Johnson and you're recruiting in this era, it's an interesting thing to balance. Like, you have these players that are great players that you have to recruit because there's a chance they show up on campus. And we can go through an endless amount of them, right? We could talk about Kate Aaron Beatty. We could talk about Cam Johnson, William Schmidt. Like, there's always examples of dudes, Alex Bregman, Dylan Cruz, who no one would ever think they show up on campus, but they show up on campus.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you're going to lose a bunch of them, too. I mean, how sick would it have been if Jacob Mizorowski was pitching in the same rotation as Paul Skeens at LSU? You know what I mean? A couple of dudes throwing 100. Ridiculous.
Unfair, yeah.
But you're going to lose guys. So there's 13 on this list. Logan Schmidt, the lefty, number 43. He's the highest. All the way down to Spencer Evans, who's a lefty, at number 194. Interesting, Malachi Washington. I've heard scouts rave about him. He's an outfielder out of the Atlanta area. He's at 111. Maybe that's a guy. I'm telling you, a year ago they would not have thought he was coming to campus. But if that's where he's settling in, I think that's the possibility. A guy that might project as a third, fourth round pick. You can get that guy on campus because he can come here, develop, and be a first round pick.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one that might make sense. Colby Stringer's really interesting. He's at 120. That's the pitcher, the righty that they just got the commitment from out of Mississippi. Fascinating dude, like self-taught how to pitch on YouTube.
Yeah,
we talked about him. Led the country in high school this year in strikeouts. He had been committed to JUCO because he just didn't do the whole travel ball showcase circuit. So he was just a JUCO commit. Southern Miss offered him. And Southern Miss didn't have enough budget to pay his tuition. So he was like, I'll just go to JUCO. My parents aren't paying for college. So he was just going to go to JUCO, and then LSU swooped in. And LSU and then Mississippi State, Ole Miss got in. And Jay went and saw him. Like, when they lost to the series to State, he went straight to he didn't ride back with the team. He went straight to go see Colby Stringer, got to commit that weekend. So Stringer was in Baton Rouge the weekend of the A&M game. That's a guy who you get him to campus, and I'm sure they will. It feels like they will. That could be a really interesting prospect who will contribute next year immediately. So, I don't know. I'll get your thoughts on it. From a recruiting perspective, how you manage recruiting top guys out of high school now.
Well, I think that, if the first guy's at 41, and listen, this is just a list. Like,
yeah,
there's plenty of guys that aren't on this list that are going to get drafted. Like, there's people that aren't on this list that are going to go in the second and third round probably. Like, some teams fall in love with certain guys, and just, you may have 4 or 5 teams that are in love with Stephen Milam, for instance.
I was going to come to Milam after we did the high school thing.
Yeah, and they say they love him. And then the rest of the league, 25 of them don't think he can play, and so, it's just. So let me say that first, but second, I'll say what's different in this list and some that I've seen in the past with LSU is you don't have those like top 10, top 15 guys. And
Theriot. Oh, you mean the high school
guys.
Sorry. Yep.
And so the interesting question to always ask is, can I improve, and where can I financially, and where can I go to best improve my money? Are they a draft eligible sophomore like Curiel? What does the NIL do to this? Is it an equal balance, one for one dollar-wise, or can you get maybe 25% less at college? However, you're going to develop and be there for 3 years, 4 years, whatever it may be, and be in a better spot. So the conversation is definitely a much deeper one. Jay does a great job of painting that picture of these kids. When I heard you say 13 are on the top list, I was like, oh crap, we're not going to get anybody. But this is actually encouraging because 41st, let's say he goes right there. What is that? Back into the first round. Okay, so you probably,
I'll tell you slot. It's 43.
43.
So slot value on 43. is 2.3.
Yeah. So you lose that guy because you're not going to give him 2.3. Well, you may.
No, you're not.
You may give him in 3 years. We're going to give you $700 a year for 3 years, $800 a year for you know. I mean, you may work a deal like that where you can kind of we'll get to the number. You're going to go to rookie ball, then you're going to go to low A, then you're going to go to high A, but you could be at LSU and then you'll go straight to double A. So you start playing that game with these kids. Yeah. It's not a game. You're just working out that scenario, rather.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's a good thought. It's a good discussion to have. It really is.
The draft is in July. I think it's July 11th. Looked at it. So, excuse me. So, draft is coming up in July, and we'll keep it at you. We talked about Milam, and people say, has Milam made a decision? I think the thing it's important. This isn't a thing where it's like you declare for the draft like in football or basketball. It's not like that in baseball. It's like teams are going to pick you, and then you make the decision: are you signing or are you staying? Now, typically, the call is made and the player agrees to the contract before they're picked. If they say no, then they just move on. So, like, you'll listen at the beginning of the draft, and you'll see who makes it through the first 10 rounds, and that's going to be your answer. Because if someone is drafted in the first 10 rounds, they've agreed to a bonus pool of amount, and they're going to sign. They're gone because you use the bonus pool money in the top 10 rounds. So, Milam is not in the top 200. That's the interesting one we're going to talk about, because when you look at the bonus pool money there, Rhino, the top two, this is where you get into Stephen Milam maybe like legitimately having a decision to make. The 200th pick, that's in round 7. The 200th pick is the Orioles. That's $311,000. So if you're going to tell me that Stephen Milam is going to go around 7 or later, which I don't know if that's the case, but he's not in MLB Pipeline's top 200 prospects. So if Milam's not in the top 200 prospects, and you're going to tell me he's going to fall in that round 7 to 10 range, well, now you have a real chance to get him back, because you can pay him. You can pay him whatever that bonus pool money is he's going to get from being around 7 pick or later, and he can come back to play at LSU another year, play his senior year, and not worry about whatever he signs for next year. And then he's going to start. They'll advance him to Double A to give him a shot to see if they can accelerate him.
Yeah.
It's just a question of, do you want to go be a pro? Or do you want to run it back at LSU? My point is, you can make the money work.
You can make the money work. Yep. There's the argument with, seniors, juniors. And like Curiel is interesting, like a sophomore, and then from an age standpoint, like he's going to have a much longer extended look in the minor leagues than a senior signee would. It's
just, if Derek Curiel, if we were talking about a late first rounder, like a 30s pick, he's as a draft eligible sophomore. If he's a junior, it's different, like with Jake Brown. But if you're talking about for example, the Diamondbacks have picked 31. Slot value there is $3.1 million. It's a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
But if you could pay Derek Curiel $750,000 or $1 million to come back next year, I don't know if that's real. Okay, I don't know, but I would think you could probably go shake trees with enough LSU supporters to say, let's get a package together to make it work to get maybe the guy back who could win the Golden Spikes. Mm-hmm. And then maybe, let's say he comes back and goes top 5 or top 10. Well, the Rockies have the 10th pick at 6.3. Now all of a sudden you're talking about coming back to school for another year to make money and then increase your draft by doubling your bonus from $3 to $6 million. Well, now all of a sudden,
and he still has leverage because he's a junior.
You have leverage, so your net $4 million. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're telling me Curiel is going to be a top 15 pick, then he's going to make $5 million. There's no decision.
But again, that list though, that's not the gospel. I know.
It's a launching point for the conversation.
It is. I mean, you're going to see way more high school kids that are going to hop into that list than than anybody knows.
Yeah. We're brought to you by South Point Volkswagen, southpointvw.com. New certified pre-owned in Baton Rouge and online, southpointvw.com, southpointvw.com. I was talking to Mr. Kerry Manuel yesterday over at South Point. He's the certified pre-owned manager. He said they have been just on fire. They moved 40 Volkswagens in the past few days. And because they're selling so many new vehicles, people come in and trade in their old vehicle. So they got a great selection of new Volkswagen inventory, but they also have a great selection of certified pre-owned inventory. Volkswagens in all different makes and models. So highly suggest, if you're in the market for a vehicle, new or pre-owned, go to South Point Volkswagen. Airline just north of Highlander, southpointvw.com, southpointvw.com, South Point Volkswagen. What's your direction? Have you been following the Texas Tech spat?
Mm-mm.
Okay. That keeps advancing. We're going to talk about that when we come back. We are going to get to Ask Ryan in about a dozen minutes. So get your questions in. Email us, tweet us, text us. Lots of ways you can get involved in the show. Don't you move. It's AFR.
After further review.
Glow Resources. GLO. GlowResources.com. You need to hire?
Yeah. I'd like to hire a few.
A few what?
Folks.
It doesn't matter.
Superstars.
Any business, any job, skilled blue-collar labor, professional placement division for any type of office job. Our friends over at Glow Resources, they can help you fill the jobs that you need to find the right people for. It doesn't matter where they are as well. It doesn't matter where your company is or where the work is. For example, I was just looking at their Facebook page. Here's one, entry-level maintenance technician in Gonzales.
Okay.
Here's another one, entry-level paver operator in Mandeville.
Okay. Yeah.
Accounts receivable clerk in Gonzales. There's the professional placement division looking for for an office job. A lattice boom crane operator in Full Shear, Texas.
I know one of those. No, I don't.
You need Glow Resources. GLO, glowresources.com.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
Sometimes you ignore the signs, even when they're right in front of you. Problem gambling isn't always easy to spot. Know the signs, set your limit. Learn more about healthy gambling habits by visiting us online or text or call for free, confidential help now.
As a business owner, you're always focused on how you can improve the bottom line. Well, when was the last time you shopped your insurance coverage? Insurance Network of Louisiana can help. If you're a business owner, let my friends at Insurance Network of Louisiana see if they can find you better coverage for less money. They always offer exceptional customer service and partner with only the best providers. So check them out online today at lainsurance.net.
If your office is experiencing performance issues like slow networks, jammed printers, or disappearing files, Advanced Office Systems may be right for you. With powerful IT solutions, print management, document imaging, and security systems, they help offices regain confidence naturally. Side effects may include uncontrollable efficiency, smoother workflows, and a sudden burst of office joy.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. The Riot Radio Hour with Matt Moscona and Ryan Theriot, presented by the Spine Center of Louisiana.
Okay, we got to go quickly because I want to make sure we leave time for Ask Ryan. So earlier this week, Steve Sarkisian was at a booster event in Houston and said, quote, "There's a team in our state and another conference with a schedule that I would argue, if I played with our 2s and 3s, we'd go undefeated. And they'll probably make the CFP this year. So Sark was obviously talking about Texas Tech, which made the playoff a year ago, despite a strength of schedule of 46th. Texas missed the playoff. They went 9-3 with a strength of schedule of 9. Texas played 5 teams in the top 10 a year ago. Texas Tech played a total of 3 ranked teams last year. 2 of them were BYU, and 1 was Utah, which was ranked when they played and then was finished as the worst team in the Big 12. So it's fair. Like,
yeah.
Texas Tech played a garbage. This is what I rail on all the time. Like, the committee doesn't care who you play. It's just about your record. It's the lowest common denominator. So Sark was calling that out. Well, Joey McGuire at Big 12 spring meetings responded, that's the Texas Tech coach, by saying this.
I've actually talked to Keith Patterson and I've talked to G.J. Kinney, and they're willing to take our games, and Abilene Christian will go to Texas State. We'll buy our contract out of Abilene Christian. I'm sure, because Texas has got a lot of money, they can buy their contract out. But I do know there's a lot of Red Raiders that will help them buy that contract out if they don't want to. And they can come to Lubbock week 1. And, we can figure out if their 2s and 3s can win this conference. And I do know that Cody Campbell reached out to Stephen Jones, so they don't want to come to Lubbock, and we're going to work on trying to get AT&T week 1. So if they want to play week 1, then we're ready. We would love to play the University of Texas.
So, Joey McGuire, it's like, come on. Cody Campbell, the billionaire booster at Texas Tech, went on Twitter, said he'll up the ante. He'll buy out both Texas State and Abilene Christian. So he'll pay the buyout, not only for the Texas Tech contract, but also Texas's contract. They're like, you got nothing to worry about financially.
This is great.
We're going to play. Y'all can play in Lubbock. You don't play here. We'll go play in Arlington. Go do neutral site in Arlington.
They can do it?
No.
Come on, man. This is good TV right here. Like, this is good.
Which is exactly why I rail on college football's sacred regular season that everybody tries to pump, and you don't understand what's smacking you in the face. Would you rather watch, let me ask you a question. Would you rather watch Texas Tech against Abilene Christian and Texas play Texas State, or watch Texas Tech at Jerry World?
This is like a...
What would you rather watch?
Well, of course, Texas Tech.
Of course. And why aren't you going to see that game?
Well, because they always play cupcakes the first... I don't know. Maybe that's how the schedule is.
There's no incentive to play it because week 2, Texas plays Ohio State. So Texas has a 9-game SEC schedule and Ohio State. That's 10 Power 4 games they're going to play. They are already... SEC teams are already at a disadvantage. The Big Ten plays 9 Big Ten games. They do not have a Power 4 mandate. So, for example, look at the Indiana Hoosiers, right? The defending national champs. Let's go look at their non-conference schedule. They're going to this year. Here's Indiana, defending national champ. Here's their non-conference schedule. You ready?
Yep.
North Texas, Howard, Western Kentucky. That's a team, by the way, that before last season started, canceled their future home and home with Virginia to replace them with Kennesaw State and Austin Peay. Tell me how that's good for college football. Yeah. Tell me about the sacred regular season of college football I call BS.
Let me tell you what I like. I got a wrestling feel right there.
Love it.
You remember how they go back and like that
promos.
I'm watching that game. The Texas Tech game, I don't care about Texas or Texas Tech. I could care less. But I promise you, if that game happened in Jerry World, Pawpaw's tuning in.
We, the fans, lose. It's the thing I've yelled about forever. We lose with college football's schedule because of this type of garbage. You go schedule Abilene Christian because you can just take a Sharpie and scribble a W because the committee doesn't care if you play Abilene Christian or Texas Tech or Texas State or Texas. All they're looking at is wins and losses. That's it. Last year, Texas goes 9-3 with a loss in week 1 in the horseshoe, they missed the playoff. So where's the incentive to schedule that game? Where's the incentive to schedule? And the counter argument is, well, no, go win the game. Well, let's be realistic. You're playing on the road against a great team, and there's a chance you could lose it. So what you've done is say, you've disincentivized me from playing that game.
Well, also, and it's football too, right? Like Abilene Christian and Texas Tech. You can rest your guys.
Right.
Your ones play maybe a quarter or two. The risk of injury goes down tremendously.
That's what Lane Kiffin talked about.
Yeah, I mean, you look at Indiana's schedule. You talked about those non-conference games, and then look, Indiana was great last year. I thought they
were great.
They
were
really,
the best team in the country.
They were fun to watch, but they were also healthy. And you don't know what happens if they have to run through. You know this as well as I do, and everybody listening. You're one injury. Every one of these teams is one injury away to one player at the quarterback position from being mediocre on the good teams. You know, the guy stays upright, and he wins the Heisman. They win the championship. I don't know. It's true, man.
It's why an expanded playoff is a good thing, because instead of scheduling crap games nobody wants to see and players opting out because they don't care about the Cheez-It Bowl or the Pop-Tart Bowl, you keep more teams engaged longer and you see more meaningful football games. You're playing to get in the playoff or playing for a home game or playing for a bye. It's not a hard concept. We do it in literally every other sport in the history of the world, except college football fans are too brain dead to think for themselves, and they just guzzle the Kool-Aid that's been funneled down their throat for a century of this garbage facade, this fraudulent postseason that's governed this sport by a bunch of dorks, fat dorks in ugly sport coats running these stupid bowl games forever. So ridiculous.
And there could be a cage match with the two coaches afterward.
I would love to see
Watch that too.
That could be sponsored by Rouse's, the official supermarket of the Saints. Rouses.com. Get you your weekly ad there. Learn how you can save money. Go grocery shopping on a budget? You better know what's on sale. I'll tell you what you do. Just go look for all the Rouse's branded products.
That's what I do there. Mm-hmm.
I love how, like, they will go find something, a Rouse's branded product, and like look at the label and see how many ingredients they source from Louisiana. They go to great lengths to source everything they can on their Rouse's branded products with Louisiana ingredients. They're great, man. I love Rouse's. Rouse's.com. Rouse's. This feels like home. Okay, let's knock out our final break. We'll come back. We'll do Ask Ryan. So get your questions in. Email us, tweet us, text us, 225-396-4400, 396-4400, 396-4400. Missouri State's beating Arkansas. 2-0. Idiots.
May madness.
I know. It's AFR.
AFR.
Get Gordon. Get it done. Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. You've been injured in an accident. It's not your fault. Do what injured people in our state have done for 3 decades. Get Gordon and get it done. And get Gordon's gas cards right now. How about that? Right now.
He's giving away gas?
Gordon's giving away 10 $250 gas cards. Look, I mean, let's be real, bro. Cost of gas going up right now.
Yeah, bro.
We're out in Arizona. It was like almost $7 a gallon. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, I love it.
Why do you love that?
I just think it's hilarious how the prices are like. So California, it's like 12.
That's ridiculous.
Bunch of idiots.
Anyway, so Gordon's helping you with gas. They're giving away 10 $250 gas cards. You go to getgordon.com to learn more how you can enter. Getgordon.com, getgordon.com, or gordongives.com. So many different ways that you can get involved over with Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys. They love to help. So you know what to do. Get Gordon and get it done.
If your office is experiencing performance issues like slow networks, jammed printers, or disappearing files, Advanced Office Systems may be right for you. With powerful IT solutions, print management, document imaging, and security systems, they help offices regain confidence naturally. Side effects may include uncontrollable efficiency, smoother workflows, and a sudden burst of office joy. Say goodbye to those emotional breakdowns in the supply closet and get back on track with Advanced Office Systems.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Ever wonder why Cane's sauce doesn't come in a pre-sealed packet? It's because it's made fresh inside every Raising Cane's every single day. Because when you make it right, you can taste it in every bite. Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Transform your living space with Lacoste & Young Remodeling and take your home from outdated to outstanding. Redefine your kitchen for the ultimate culinary experience, or elevate your daily routine with a spa-worthy bathroom.
I want you to take some time this weekend to go check out River Parish Contractors. You've heard me talk about it. I want you to get in touch with Big Jake. Look, over at River Parish Contractors, they're hiring and they need you, man. They have got so much work, so it's not like a thing where you're going to come on, they're going to work for a couple weeks, then you're going to be laid off. I mean, they have work coming out of the yin-yang right now at River Parish Contractors, and there's so many reasons why you should join their team at River Parish Contractors. Listen, first of all, overtime. Work as much of it as you want. They got it. You want to work? You want overtime? River Parish Contractors. You want to work night shifts when it's cooler? You can do it. You want to work day shifts? You can do it. All their work, they know the shop is right there in reserve. All the works between Baton Rouge and Chalmette over at River Parish Contractors. You'll be home for dinner with your family every night. They got great benefits package. If you're interested, call Big Jake over at River Parish Contractors.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. The Riot Radio Hour with Matt Moscona and Ryan Theriot, presented by the Spine Center of Louisiana.
Down the stretch we come. Final segment here on a Friday edition of AFR, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar in Town Center. As we wrap up, get to a little Ask Ryan. Get your questions in. Email us, tweet us, text us, 225-396-4400, 396-4400, 396-4400. Ask Ryan. If you're cleaning out a vacuum, does that make you the vacuum cleaner?
Yes.
I didn't like that one.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't like that.
No. Jason said, hey, Matt, Parrish came out to look at our roof in Church Point today. Said, my mother-in-law gave you all the job.
Nice.
She also had Parrish come and look at our snowball stand in Scott, which is 20 minutes away.
Can't have water in there.
One of the oldest houses in Scott. The guy looked at the roof, swept off the roof for free. Total professional start to finish. Waiting to see what she wants to do with the roof. Thanks you much, and Ryan, for taking care of my mother-in-law.
Awesome, man. Yeah.
Who went out there to Scott today?
Yeah, I don't know, but I appreciate the calls and the kind words.
Shout out, Jason. Appreciate that. Greg Alamo, ask Ryan, probably Jay Johnson's worst season as a coach in college baseball. I'm thinking he's going to do everything possible to make sure this never happens again. What say you?
Yeah, it's probably a fair statement.
I think he's just going to be lazy this offseason, not do anything, just run it
Yeah,
back.
I mean, yeah. You know what, guys? Tough year. Let's just see what happens.
Run it back.
Let's do it again. Yeah. No, I mean, that's a statement of the obvious for sure.
Eric asked Ryan, favorite city to play in as a pro? That's a good question.
Man, I loved
Was
playing.
it a city or a ballpark?
It was always the ballpark for me. The city, we didn't, we really didn't have time to go enjoy the city. That never really happened. I loved playing in Arizona for a lot of reasons, but my favorite was Milwaukee. Their stadium, you could just see the ball really, really good in there. For some reason, their pitchers weren't great. But I had a lot of success there. I mean, generally, it's where you play well.
Yeah.
You know, you enjoy going there.
Get some more of your questions. Remember, Arco Power Systems. Love reminding you about Arco.com, ARCCO, Arco.com, Industrial Generac Generator Power. Do we have a generator at the parish office?
We don't. We're supposed to. I know we're supposed to have one. We were supposed to get one.
I mean, like, what happens if, storm season's almost here.
It's over.
We got to be ready to roll.
I know. We don't have.
Bro, what do for real?
You call
what
you
do
guys.
we do?
We need to get one. Let's make that happen.
Yeah.
It's your buddies. Come on.
Arco.com, Arco.com, ARCCO, Arco.com. Dude, we're dropping the ball.
We are.
Dude, if a storm comes, that's our biz.
It's the World Series. Yeah, we got to go. We need one bad. You're right. Okay, I'm on it. I got it.
Arco.com.
I got it.
Arco.com. May Madness. Muse Pauly, thanks y'all. Have an awesome night. We'll see you Monday at 3.
AFR.
I had a great lunch earlier this week. My buddy Ben over at First South Farm Credit. I went to coach it downtown. Good spot.
Mm-hmm.
I love talking about First South Farm Credit because they've been around for more than 100 years. And when you do, and they do one thing, it's not like they've had to diversify the portfolio. You do one thing. They help Louisianians buy land. That's what they do. That's what they've done since 1916. And now, look, they've been through a lot, right? And a lot in the business has changed. Like the last 30 years, they've offered the patronage refund, which we tell you about all the time. But if it's your recreational property, that hunting property, if it's 50 acres to build your family's dream home, if you're thinking of buying land, your first call should be to First South Farm Credit. So log on to the website at firstsouthfarmcredit.com. That's firstsouthfarmcredit.com. firstsouthfarmcredit.com.
At Parrish, we're built for tough players and tough roofs.
Coach is tough on us about preparation, and Parrish brings that same championship mindset.
Do business with someone you know. Parrish Construction and Roofing.
ParrishBuilt.com.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has the new 25 Jeep Grand Cherokee with $15,000 off MSRP.
Plus the 7-year powertrain warranty that comes with all new Bayou vehicles.
If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Hi, this is Beth Serena. Welcome to my pool. The first time I saw this beautiful pool, it exceeded every expectation that I had. They were able to get everything we wanted in this pool. It is a beautiful pool. We live out here. We eat out here. We watch TV out here. This is like our living room outside. We love this pool and everything about it. When we decided to build our pool, we called a great friend who is one of the best pool builders in the country in North Louisiana, and we said, who would you choose to build a pool in Baton Rouge? And without a hesitation, he told us Russell Pools. He said their history, tradition of great builds, great pools was unmatched. So of course, who did we call? Russell Pools. The advice I would give to anyone looking to build a pool is first call Russell Pools. They'll do an incredible job. It'll be incredibly organized. It'll be time efficient, and you will have your pool in no time.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
I'm Gabrielle McLeod on behalf of the Louisiana Propane Dealers. I have spent hundreds of hours preparing for scholarship competitions. That preparation paid off when I won the Fitness and Talent Awards along with the title of Miss Louisiana. The Louisiana Propane Dealers are also pretty talented and want you to be prepared for when the power goes out. Visit LouisianaPropane.com to find out about propane generators and other safety tips. Louisiana Propane, it truly is the fuel for our future.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona. Look, back pain can sideline you from the things you love. That's why I trust Dr. Kevin McCarthy and the team at the Spine Center of Louisiana. Dr. McCarthy doesn't just treat symptoms. He gets to the root of the problem. From advanced injection therapy to minimally invasive surgery, they've got the expertise to get you back in the game. With 5 locations across Louisiana, including right here in Baton Rouge, quality care is close to home. Call the Spine Center of Louisiana or visit spinela.com.